Well, I talked to Nick a couple of minutes ago. Said he was gonna try to pop in. Oh, by the way, we are live
Hey,
What
from the
do,
Piranha Pod.
man? What it do
On
from
a,
the impromptu? You know what I'm saying?
that's right. We here today on a surprise, super sunny Saturday.
Freaking
Day
Saturday.
drinking and smoking and chopping it up. It's family shit. Want to welcome everybody to special Saturday edition of the Piranha Pod live at
What?
12:25, 2:25 Central.
Right, right.
I am the Kingfish Mac, joined today, as usual, by the Piranhas in the Pond. My girl, Miss Nick Mo. How you doing, sweetie?
hey, baby, how you doing today?
Shit,
Yeah,
I'm
I'm much
here.
better than I was yesterday. Woo. Yesterday was rough for you, girl, but I tried to pull it off. You
Hey,
know
you
what I
Yes,
said?
did
That
though.
can't be the last time they see me this week. They can't see me in that state last. I even called my hair yesterday. I had just jumped on. I was struggling,
Ah, nah, you was
struggling,
you was
struggling,
looking beautiful,
right.
struggling,
as
In
usual.
the pod look beautiful. Damn
Yes,
right.
Thank you,
indeed.
baby. Thank you.
Also in here is my boy, Frankly None Flyer. What's up, baby
What
bro?
it do? Man, chilling, man. Getting my Belvy Delvy on. I gotta say this. I like Polish vodka as opposed to French vodka, man. I don't know what the French over there doing, but them Poland boys do their thing. You know
Oh
what
yeah.
I'm
Poland,
saying?
yeah. Yeah, that's a Belvedere is a potato vodka, and Chopin, which is his counterpart, is a grain.
I guess since I'm a meat and potatoes kind of dude, that's why I rock with me like you do, right?
Exactly. So y'all, we just chopping it up today. We giving y'all a little Saturday edition. Anybody that want to jump on or listening to us, we ain't really got nothing planned like talk about. You can listen as long as you can. You know, we ain't got no format. We ain't really got no time frames. We was just wanted to give y'all a little something today. That's about it. We chilling.
That's it. Just chopping it
That's
up.
it. Y'all catching us today.
Robot.
Yeah, I was gonna push down to the city. I'm glad y'all called me too, man, because I really had no business. I got some of the shit that I'm supposed to be doing that I ain't been doing. That I got no business on the road today. I'd have been down in LA until tomorrow morning or something. So yeah, I'm here for it.
Hey, how's are we, man? How's are we?
We had kind of talking about some, nostalgic shit, some family time, things that we did, good times growing up. We started off. So
Oh,
most people who would know us, you know, know that we all, our ancestors, our relatives, from a little town called New Road in Louisiana, little north side of
Mhm.
Baton Rouge, more inland. So hey, that's what we keep it at every summer. That's what we keep it at every holiday.
Most
Some
definitely.
things that matters to me is yeah, they just felt good to go to New Road. Everybody knew who was in town. My great grandmother, who was like a second grandmother to me, she sold frozen cups. Everybody knew her on Singletary Street. So we came in the summertime. That was our job. We sold the frozen cups for her. We even helped them make them. And then she ventured on into everything else. Um, Cupcakes, which my cousin Adrian still does to this day. And it was just a good time. I go and stay the whole summer. We did swimming lessons, everything, but it was a good time growing up. Summertime's always. I'm a summer baby. My birthday July 4th, so anything that's sun
independent.
coming out hot, wet, I'm with it. I like the summertime. I do, as opposed to the wintertime. I'm all right with the winter, but summertime is my time to shine.
Mine too. I love the energy of the summer.
I love, I
Like
love
the
the energy of the summertime.
I don't like the
I do
heat
too.
of the territories that I be in. More likely the desert,
The desert.
surrounding area.
Cool.
But the energy of the summer, the energy of that time frame is undeniable, man. It's just electric. Fuck your
And y'all
favorite.
need to look out for us. I will make my way. by them sometime this summer. We gonna broadcast all together. Ooh,
Man,
that
Oh
shit
yeah,
gonna
most
be
definitely.
awesome.
we gonna be that's gonna be fun.
Ooh, it's gonna be lit. My brother already said you wanna come out there see y'all niggas too. Ooh, we
Oh
gonna
man,
be
we're gonna
lit.
Oh yeah, that'll
we're
be a
gonna tear
great
Southern
gonna be lit.
California up.
I got my cousin, my who I always be talking about, Demo TV. He actually in Vegas now, tapping it up with his in-laws. They having a good time, but I'm ready. I'm ready to come on out there, put them headphones on, and we gonna really broadcast. Y'all gonna see us all in one room. Boy, can you imagine that shit?
I know.
Yes,
Hey,
indeed.
iPhones out, we streaming live
Right.
in motion.
Shit, if we all in one place, we can set up all the cameras.
Yeah.
Right,
Yeah.
right.
Yeah. We y'all catch us at them angles. We're gonna hit them angles for y'all.
Yes, Nick
Hit them
Mo,
angles.
when you were a kid, okay, so as you find yourself getting older, how
Hmm.
often did the entire family get together? Like, how often did they gather?
Well, I mean, it's 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 easy for us to pop off for us. COVID has threw a little monkey wrench on how we got together for the past year, but between my sister, my uncle. Oh, I'm about to send you a picture key so you can post this. This is what really had it on my mind today. Hold on, I'm about to send it to the group so you can post it. Stuff that really had got us going, in the summertime, big part of it. I just sent it to you. Big part of that was my uncle. I'm gonna wait till he get it and he posts it. If you if you ain't barbecuing like this, just throw your whole fucking summer away. Just throw it away. Just throw it away. Just throw it away. Just throw it away, man. It ain't gonna work for you. You need a pit that could put the bodies on it. Everybody mostly in New Road know my uncle barbecues. He has this cast
Most
iron
definitely.
pit that constantly gets reposted with meat on it.
Right.
And that's just it. That's it in a nutshell. That's what we doing. We barbecuing. We sitting outside the house.
We
House
doing
needs
that.
some work and do need some work. But we gonna as a family we gonna get it together. But we will sit in that motherfucker till the walls fall off.
Right. Right.
And you know what? It makes me feel good though we get together
Oh,
because
that's a
I
barbecue
know my
pit
grandmother
there.
looking down on us to be like, this what I want y'all to do. I want y'all to still be here. I want y'all to still be having a good time no matter what. I know y'all gonna get it together, but this y'all home. This y'all homestead. This what we do. And but yeah, so usually yeah, we can if we're there, it's nothing for us to get it together. You know, that's it.
Ooh,
That's it all day.
a lot of
Yeah,
meat on
yeah,
that
I'm
joint.
that's
glad
low right there.
and I'm glad to
Yes,
report that
indeed.
Yeah, that's
my
low.
brother
That's
my
low right
brother
there.
has
Sure.
my brother barbecues just as well as my
A lot
uncle
of meat on
here.
that joint,
Get it
boy.
together. My brother barbecues. He gets the pit. Nobody touches it but him. My daddy barbecue. Nobody touches it but him. And during the pandemic, the first part of the pandemic, when I was in New Orleans, I was staying with me and my cousin was staying together. I was barbecuing a lot. That would be nothing for me to go buy some ground meat, some leg quarters, and put that shit on the grill. They got me through. So barbecuing is a way of life for us. But yeah, that's that pit. That's that
That's
cast iron pit. I call it the body pit because he'll slow roast your ass on that pit. I'm telling you, when I see this pit,
hey,
it
that's
reminds me of that scene from Fried Green Tomatoes when they killed old boy and then they barbecued his ass.
Oh
Yeah,
shit.
there was like nobody could find the dude. Like all they found was the car, but nobody could find traces of him. Yeah, they had cooked his ass. You was eating
that's
barbecue ribs for real,
Hey,
for real.
that's the same. Didn't what
oh,
didn't Lois Cedric have that
seasoned it.
pit
They
out
seasoned
when we
them
came
up,
for the
so
family
it's
reunion?
good.
Oh yeah, that's the one y'all had to
That's the
carry.
one that was out
Y'all
there,
had to
right?
haul. That ain't no one man job. He
Hell
jumped out
good
the
no.
grill
stuff. Oh,
And them boys was out there
No.
all day, two,
all
3 days in
day
a
in
row.
the. Ooh,
need
it
All
to
was
be
day.
need to be
we had a
carried like
family
carried
reunion.
by six like a
It was
funeral.
the end of July, the beginning of August. You know that sun was fucking hit. Woo,
I gotta say,
all
them
them,
boys. I gotta
Kim,
send a shout out to them boys, to Cedric
Cedric, all of them.
and
They was
Lowe,
out there
all
all
of them
day.
down there because they sure carry on that tradition
Woo,
that we grew up with. You
that
know,
was
like
rough.
like like Shell say, Shell birthday is the 4th of July. My Tilly birthday was the 4th of July too. So it always was, some big shit. And then I used to go down to the country every summer when I was a kid.
Mhm.
So I'd be right there on Singletary on the 4th of July.
Right
You
there.
know what I'm saying?
Right there.
Touching all them houses from
And then we house
Auntie
house.
Adeline's to Papa's to Sookie's to Meme House. You know what I'm saying? And whatever was in between.
Yeah, I went a week early. I went a whole week early so I could get all of it. I was there a week early.
Oh, you went a
In the
week early
yard,
to the family reunion?
getting them.
Yeah.
Why you burn it out there a week
Yeah, I
early?
was a week early. I was out there a week early. I wasn't playing.
But this was the cold part, right? So he was leaving the week early. So he stopped by my house first, right? Before he left. Tell me buy this fucking alcohol, that crystal head shit, right? This nigga talking about I don't want to get on the plane with it. You just bring it with you, right?
Road tripping it, huh?
I packed that shit like it was a kilo of cocaine or some shit. Cross three whole states and some more shit.
Trying to get pulled up for bootlegging on these kids. Like that shit's illegal.
Y'all, let me tell
Shit
you
in
one
a
thing.
crystal.
That family reunion was like.
Oh, that shit was.
That family reunion was like they drink.
Yeah,
They drink clear, but I'm a brown girl. From everything from my skin on down, I drink brown. So we get it in as a family. So
I'm in that too, though. I'm in that range.
yeah.
I don't have more vodka so much right now. I guess it's just a shift in taste for now. But I'm a whiskey man, though. I drink whiskey. I don't fuck around. Some brandies. Well, anything brown, really. Rum.
That's a
Pretty much anything.
That is
pretty much anything, period.
right.
I'm a lush without being a lush. I just don't like this vodka.
Hey, but you know what? I'm kind of in the ballpark. But I'm in the ballpark. Whatever make my liver quiver. You know what I'm saying? I'm an addict. It don't matter. I got hurricanes, brown, white, everything. You know
and for most
saying?
people who don't know, I'm the bartender of the family. So
most
I would get you
I tell you, see, look, how y'all wanted to come on this Saturday, this would have been the perfect time for you to jump off your little Saturday edition, your little mixed drink, you know what I'm saying, and hook them up with three. Tell you, man, she got skills. She got skills like big dogs. For real.
We have to do a palm mixed edition.
Well, we had a a couple of months ago we had that. We had that winter, that freak winter storm that hit the south real bad.
Right.
So, we was all stuck in, couldn't do nothing. Little ice on the road and stuff like that. So we was out there. We was here, my brother's house. I said, you know what? Let me do a tutorial. So I did a tutorial, which was show you how to get through the storm with shit you just might have had in your house. I think I ended up doing lemon drops, regular martinis, and somebody asked me to do like a brandy Alexandra. I actually had everything to make that, so I did that too. But yeah, most times you can get it. Mixologist is such a professional word, but I mean, I guess I'm a professional. I've been bartending for a long time. I don't like to say it like that, but because mostly I like to I cater to other people. I like to make them feel good and welcome and stuff like that. So usually I can make something, and usually if I have something, I could put something together real unorthodox, and it usually tastes good. So
that's hella cool. I always say that I come from a long line of professional alcoholics, right? And professional. I'm talking.
Most of us would drink way before the age of 18.
People think that when I say that, people think I mean that my people is just a bunch of drunks. That ain't what I mean at all. What I mean is that my people actually know how to drink
and do it with the best of them.
You feel what I'm saying? Like drink properly, drink not to get drunk. What I'm saying? Like be able to make it home, get up in the morning. You know what I'm saying?
We ain't on the side of the house throwing up.
None of that.
None of that.
If you could teach a motherfucker how to be a etiquette motherfucker and go to prison, how to conduct themselves in prison, you should be able to teach a motherfucker how to drink properly.
Right. You know what? I kind of
don't work out like that.
I gotta think it's in you. It's either in you or it ain't in you.
I think what it be is a lot of people nowadays when they drinking to get drunk as opposed to simply being social. You know what I'm saying? Once you get to that drunk part, you ain't that goddamn social any fucking way, right?
Right. But
I want to stretch my shit out.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Be some type of steps to being social and drinking, right?
Right.
Well, the thing about it is that you got, first of all, you got a lot of fruity drinks and shit, right? And here, let me just say this with my biased ass, right? Niggas, men, please. No pineapple, no umbrella, no fruits in your shit, okay? I mean, I can understand if you need just a little mixer, a dab or something. Yeah, no straws, no toothpicks, none of that shit, right? That's not very manly, right? I prefer my shit straight out the bottle to the glass, right? And then let me regulate it from there, right? You know, I can have a little cranberry on the side that I, sip, every third sip of the vodka or some shit like that. The other thing is that when you mix them drinks and you make it sweet, you make them taste too goddamn good, and people drink them like they Kool-Aid.
Right.
You can't consume alcohol like that.
You
know what I'm saying? You 5'1", 114 pounds.
You
You trying to fucking guzzle some shit. Fuck out of here.
You gotta pay stuff. You gotta know what works.
I like how you said, man.
When I came back, go ahead.
Can we go back to the old school lemon squeeze? I said, can we go back to the old school lemon squeeze? That's all we needed. The little lemon squeeze and the little thing, right in the mouth. Take a sip.
Knock that
was it.
I got my brother on martini, so either he drinking some brown or he drinking a martini. I gotta make it. I gotta make it.
But
I never had a martini.
I've learned as a kid that I couldn't do mixed drinks. Like mixed drinks had me good.
Right. And drink them too fast.
So I gotta shout out. I gotta shout
alcohol ain't supposed to taste good. It's alcohol. Shit. It's supposed to make your face frown up a little bit, right?
Yeah.
Sylvia's real. Yeah. Sylvia Mack be having your mind blown what she be coming up with. You know what I'm saying?
Sylvia has to drive up with a trunk full of bottles.
Y'all better stop messing with Sylvia. Sylvia have y'all under a fucking bridge somewhere.
That girl right, she will.
You know what I'm telling her? I be like, y'all mess with Sylvia. Sylvia have y'all under the bridge somewhere. What the hell you got there? How the hell you got there? I love her. No, I love her. Have y'all under the bridge. But then they say that about me too. I be like,
I told you what she told me when I came home after doing that 10 years and came down to New Orleans. And I was all on this. My body is a temple. I don't eat meat. I don't drink. I don't smoke. I don't do none of this shit. And Sylvia was trying to get me on that crown. And I was like, man, I keep saying, man, I'm good with you drinking. But she's like, boy, you better have a drink. It's your fucking birthright. And the way she said it, I was like, well, all right. Pull that shit out the velvet bag. Pull that shit on up out the velvet bag, then. God damn it!
It is a birthright.
Well, I broke open the still a crown last weekend. My daddy was like, "Make sure you bring my pouch back." No pouch. No serving the pouches in this stuff. Ain't nothing like the crown bag.
I like it because she said
everything.
Shout out to the people that's doing regular crown. I can't do flavor crown. But in retrospect, I don't do flavor alcohol. So anybody that's doing it, I ain't hating on you. But you know what you get. You know what me you do. You coming straight crown.
You can't do what kind of alcohol?
I said I don't really do flavored alcohol.
Oh yeah.
I don't do flavored vodkas or flavored crown. Shout out because Crown has really found their calling with that. With that peach and all the other ones too,
and honey and all that. Yeah,
I can't do it.
I don't like none of that shit.
Well, Crown is already.
But shout out to you though.
Yeah. Crown is already sweet to me, so I can't. I'm throwback like a classic. I say all the time.
General got a hint of you know what I'm saying?
Right. Not here.
Yeah, so my preferably drink is Remy Martin. It coming right out the freezer. Remy and a cigar.
1738.
You can't tell me that.
1738.
Shout out to the 1738. Douce Crown. Or Henry.
Shout out to that.
I go through my little periods, and when I'm on dark, I fuck with yak only. I don't drink no kind of whiskey or bourbon or none of that. What's that other shit you drink, Frank? Brandy. Yeah, I don't fuck with brandy, none of that. It's just yak. And when I'm off the light, I'll fuck with vodka. It's my shit.
Mm-hmm.
Occasionally, I'll jump off the ledge and start fucking with that fucking quickie or that motherfucking Papa Doc. You know what I'm saying? That Patron or that Jose. And they always lay my dog ass down too. Right? I'm always thinking that I'm fixing doing something.
Let me shout out to my cousin who is the real. Because I didn't even fucking know that women drink Paul Masson. So a chick named Felicia.
Yep.
Felicia
Came to New Orleans with a bottle of Paul.
That Perry Mason, baby.
I see somebody with a bottle of Paul, I'd be like,
that's Perry Mason.
Well,
Paul Messianic drinkers.
The Perry Mason.
Ooh, I thought I was the guy. She came down here and got that bottle of Paul. I was like, oh, this.
Felicia told me about
we are family.
She said she was in New Orleans and you might have been with them. She said her and all the girls pulled up somewhere to go get a bottle. And Felicia ran and grabbed a bottle of fucking Amsterdam. And I think she said Karen Mack cussed her ass out. Like, we don't drink no damn Amsterdam around here. I'm like, whoa.
Now, Felicia.
Yeah, that Amsterdam is rough.
Yeah, it got some bite to it.
Shout out to my mama.
Hey, look, I drank Amsterdam for years when it first came out. Like Frank says, shout out to Yogi, but really shout out to TC, right?
TC, right.
Frank, our sister. She was the one who turned us all on to the Amsterdam, and we drank that shit years after she was gone. So probably still got a hole in my fucking belly from that
right.
That shit is horrendous now. I can't fucking sip.
Felicia had me
like, all right.
Look, she had me investigating after she had me on that one time at Perry Mason. I said, Felicia had me on that Perry Mason. I was out investigating everything. I was like, what did I find out here? She's like, Nunu, come back up here.
Hey, look, that was Yogi shit too. Yogi should be that Paul Masson when she go back to dark. She do like me. She switch back to dark from light. And she be off that Paul Masson. Yogi is a beast when she be off that motherfucking Paul Masson.
Look, every time I see Paul Masson, I just shake my head. I be like, not gonna be an all good situation for you today. Woo.
I guarantee.
The only brandy I do drink is Paul Masson. I don't do Christian Brothers, fucking E&J. I don't do none of that shit. Ciroc got a nice brandy though. Ciroc got a nice.
And shout out to my.
You see that bottle of Paul? You see that 750 of Paul Masson halfway gone, and then you just start imagining somebody fixing to get kicked the fuck out in a couple of minutes. Right? It ain't gonna be me.
Yeah,
I already got my experiences and shit. I learned my lesson.
Yeah, it's shout out to
when
my
the conversation start getting spicy, I'll be like, "Yeah, Mom, I'm out of here." Look, got a little Scooby-Doo I got to go check on.
Look, most people who know me know that I can get really, really aggressive when I drink. So, and it gets real during football season. I clown one of my boys to this day. Every time I used to go to his house, he never fails. We drinking what? Heineken's or Red Stripe, and I either gonna come up with some Crown or some Hennessy, but then we drinking and just get towed up, and all of a sudden shit start getting really, really aggressive. And I look at him, I be like, I don't want to get put out today. He be like, let me tell you one thing. He said, you would never get put out. He said, you would never get put out. He said, you would never, ever get put out this crib.
It's like the total opposite with Yogi. Nigga, her mama could be sitting there and everybody get kicked out.
For real,
it's so funny though, because my mama is this family, and my mom is like the peaceful person. She don't really drink like that. So to have kids who be like go so hard in, it just be like, telling you, it's just in us. We all been drinking before we was 18. Like, yeah, man, we in it.
This nigga Frank,
yeah, for sure.
Yeah, Yogi is so rugged with her shit. She kicked me out. I wasn't even there. Right? I drove up to being kicked out. Right? I started down at 7:30 in the morning. Right? I roll up the parking lot. It's hot. Right? Everybody cussing. I'm like, what the fuck's going on? And Yogi on the porch. I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna get y'all shit. You don't hear me though. Yeah. And my grandkids ain't got to go nowhere. Talking about all our kids, right? We got to get the fuck out, but the kids can stay. What?
Right.
Admit that. Was not bullshitting. Yeah, I got my little bag and got the fuck on. I wasn't getting cussed out. I'm already kicked out. I ain't gonna get cussed out too.
You was already emotional.
Yeah, most people who know McLean, you know, we go when we're talking with each other, we go hard. We all talk loud, and so it would appear that we're fussing and fighting, but we're really, it's not, it's just love.
Right.
And,
Exactly.
but we go hard in the paint, and we go hard.
We do.
But that's good though, because especially when you're around a bunch of loud people.
One of these times.
That's when all the energy is up. That's what.
Yeah, we all
the energy be up, and then everybody is passionate as shit about whatever they're talking about. And then you wake up the next morning, and it ain't like you ain't never even had no fun.
Do it all over again.
Right.
Do it all over again. I'm not gonna lie. Occasionally, a good family or good friendship. Occasionally, you know when forehead went far. Hey, if it's my family, it's my good friends. I'm not supposed to be like, I know I went hard yesterday. I apologize. You know, hey, you know, ain't nobody above that. You know, we was in it. We was all the way lit. So, you know, but like holding a grudge, as in like, okay, y'all, today too, we ain't gonna call Shell. No, we don't work like that. We don't work like that. We in it and we in it.
We've had drag out, kick out fights after our little shits, and everybody be a little hot afterwards. But eventually, everybody back communicating and doing their shit.
Right.
Like, you know what I'm saying? No problem. You know what I'm saying? Like, it always come back. You know what I'm saying?
I ain't gonna say it on the air, Frank. But you just reminded me, man. I forgot to ask you when we was together last week. But did you get the Vegas story?
Oh, from no, not necessarily, no. But I am aiming to hear that story. Though.
I'm aiming to hear it too, my nigga.
Let me hear a story.
I gotta hear what these niggas got to say.
I see Duke watching. Shout out to Duke. Shout out to Kevin Duke. We gotta get to Cali. We gotta get.
Oh yeah. Yes, indeed. We gotta get over to YouTube.
Oh
y'all.
Yeah.
Hey, oh, you talking about coming out? You talking about
coming out there. Yeah.
And I mean outlandish.
I don't know if y'all ready for that. Y'all ready for that?
Oh, we were born ready.
Man, what you mean?
All of us in the same spot. We have to make a special trip.
Yeah, Nick, you came in right when Shell was talking about it.
I did.
You was trying to get online right when she was talking about her
this summer
coming out for the summer.
Down. So get your riding gear on, right? Because it's going down. You have to come out the mountain.
Yep, and then we gonna hit it. Everybody gonna have their setup. We gonna give it to them live and live.
From the strip, we back on the strip. So we back in Vegas though.
We're gonna be broadcasting from the strip.
Yeah, that'd be nice. Everybody
gonna set up posts. And we just gonna go for it.
That would be so dope.
We talking to strangers and all.
It's gonna be crazy though.
Piranha
actually, what you call it out there? Miss Aguilar was out there in Vegas. Cedric's wife. Sandra was out in Vegas. I seen it on the Facebook.
Okay, all right. Shout out to Sandra, big mama.
Sandra,
she was out there.
Yeah, my cousin's out there now.
But the thing is, y'all just reminded me. One day,
One day, what, Nick?
We gonna have to when we go to the family reunion or get back down in New Orleans. We're gonna have to have Buick Street Chronicles too. We're gonna be right in the backyard.
My shit packs up, right? That's all I'm gonna say.
Hey, I'm mobile, regardless.
My shit packs up.
Right.
Hopefully,
by that time, anywhere where it's Wi-Fi.
Hey, I'm gonna try to find one of the mobile hotspot shits like they be having in the warehouses. You know, like little mobile joints.
Yeah.
They're like $80 a month.
What's up? I hear you, Kevin. We coming, bro. We out there. We coming.
Hey, on our way eventually this summer.
Oh yeah.
Fuck around and I have a whole motherfucking house out there. Shit keep going the way it's going.
When we blow up.
Right.
Oh yeah.
Royalties coming in.
I'm ready for
it. Make sure y'all like and subscribe. We trying to get this. We trying to be in it. Next time y'all see us, we'll have a setup, headphones and all.
Right.
The whole works.
Yep.
Yeah, man. That'll be awesome.
Yeah. Right. That's what I'm talking about. Cause
Hey, let me ask you guys something.
What's that?
So, just speaking of summertime, family reunions, shit like that, right? In 2021, with everybody being so health conscious, right, about what they do or don't eat, this, that, and the third, how do you have an effective cookout in today's culture? Because I'm one of those ones, right, where I was coming up, I ate everything, right? Everything came off the grill, I'm eating it, right? Pork ribs, sausages, andouille, everything, right? And now I don't eat hardly none of that, right? I'll eat some beef, but I'm really just like fish and chicken and real picky about my vegetables. And it's hard when you go to other people's, shit, when they offer you food and, you got to pick around shit, right? But I find that more and more people, matter of fact, 20 years ago when we came to New Orleans, Sylvia was struggling at that time with not eating pork. I had stopped eating pork fucking 1,000 years prior to that. And so she was like, yeah, I ain't been eating no this, no that. And then we stopped at that one little store that you stop at on the way to New Roads where they sell the andouille in a little hot thing. You know where I'm talking about, Shell?
I think I do.
And she grabbed that. She grabbed the andouille. It was knocking that bad boy back. And somebody said, girl, I thought you don't eat no pork. And she was like, this pork?
I'm not gonna lie. Okay, so I kind of this is my thought. Most of us are,
all the good shit,
doing what we're supposed to do and stuff like that, and taking your time and stuff like that. Outside is slowly opening back up and stuff like that. But even when we all kind of really started moving around, I this was my thoughts on it and stuff like that. It was certain people that I always said that if I was gonna take a calculated risk, it was gonna be with my family and stuff like that. I went months without seeing my mom and my sister and them, and that was partially because my nephew was still in chemo. So and I was living in New Orleans, and New Orleans had a lot more going on. Just shout out to Lil Rick, still cancer free at this moment. So shout out to him. But we had saw how that struggle was, and it was really really hard and stuff like that. So when we finally did, started, my biggest thing was, I knew I was having my surgery in October. So kind of after that, and I came down here, we all kind of started doing stuff more, but we was doing it as a family and stuff like that. My dad, my brother, my sister, a few close cousins, stuff like that. And that's the kind of people that I've, really been with. But I always said if I was going to take calculated risks, it was really going to be with family and stuff like that. That's how I kind of justified in the beginning and stuff like that. So, like I said, just, outside events are still the best. Anything that's kind of outside, and stuff. You got to go back and forth inside and stuff like that. But I'm good with an outdoor event, and stuff like that. You got lots of air. You got space moving around and stuff like that. I think if you're going, when you do stuff, you just have to be careful. We've done a few little crawfish bars and stuff like that. Since the weather got nice, and basically just like you said, keeping out, mostly with the people that we feel comfortable with being with, and I think that's what it's about.
I'm for sure. That's what makes the time, the people. But in terms of food, I think that if you're depending on the type of situation, like if it's a family reunion, then I'm pretty sure they're gonna have a little something for everybody. They go take into consideration some of everybody. You know what I mean? If you're particular, I would suggest you bring your own, man, and have them just throw that shit on the grill. You know what I'm saying? Or have them, however that. I don't know if you can grill tofu.
Yeah, that shit is so offensive.
So is it?
Yeah, it's offensive.
Look. Yeah.
What my cousin we had something for everybody. We had crawfish.
Right, so say I fly to New Orleans. Right?
Fried fish, and stuff like that.
That's what I mean.
That don't eat pork. So we had something for everybody to go around and stuff like that.
That's more the answer that I was looking for.
Yeah.
I always think about shit like this. Like I fly into New Orleans, and people like, okay, Keita's here, so I'm gonna go to whoever's house, when they cooking. Somebody cooking gumbo. Everybody cooking gumbo, pretty much. But I don't eat hardly shit that's in the gumbo that is generally cooked. I substitute everything when I cook gumbo, right? So it's no pork, it's no vegetable oil. The roux is made with, it's no lard. The roux is made with vegetable oil, not lard, bacon fat, or no shit like that. Or, sausage is turkey sausage, or you know what I'm saying, and chicken and not ground beef, but stew beef, and shit like that, as opposed to all the other different shit that would generally go into a pot of gumbo that make that shit fire as shit. I know my gumbo ain't nowhere close to being good as Shell's gumbo would be. You feel what I'm saying? But it's because of all the ingredients that's in there that I wouldn't eat. And for me to show up at somebody's house with my own little pot, talking about I don't eat some shit, I'm getting cussed the hell out.
Yeah, leave it in the car.
Somebody is coming and somebody doesn't eat something. Usually some people will make preparations, like we'll put this to the side. We're gonna put this before we put all the other stuff. We'll put this to the side and stuff like that. So we've done accommodations like that before.
Yeah.
No big deal.
I am more inclined to just not take nothing and eat around some shit. I didn't think that bringing the shit that you like would be offensive. I've never thought of it.
No, not at all.
I've never brought anything.
Listen how people say, bring your own alcohol, bring your own food. If you got what you want to put on the grill, bring it. We'll put it on the grill. Bring it.
I'm taking potluck one time. You know what I'm saying?
No,
right. It's nothing wrong with that.
You ain't walking me down that track, goddammit.
If you bought it,
I'd have been all types of kicked out.
Hey, look.
All types of eating outside in the car.
My uncle will grill anything for you.
When you see Big Cedric, look, when you see Big Cedric standing in front of that grill with that towel on his neck, you're not walking up there trying to put nothing on that.
You
an elbow so quick. You better kick it off.
We saw the picture of the pit, the one y'all had to haul over, my uncle pit that y'all had to haul over to the church when we did the barbecue for the family reunion.
You didn't see the picture, Nick?
Yeah.
You saw the picture?
No, I think he just shy of missed it, but the body pit, my Uncle Low pit.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
That's what I'm talking about. Cedric and them had some big old where he put the wood in the front. We started at about 6 in the morning. He put the wood in the front, lit that on fire, went to Walmart. By the time we came back in the church parking lot, everything was ready to go. And I swear it was a big old, like a propane cylinder that towed behind the truck. Him and Lowe got out there. Yeah. I was like, it was on. I didn't even know that was coming out there. What they said, all they had was their little hook, their little bottle, whatever they had in the bottle. You know what I'm saying? And they just went on with it.
Yeah, drinking.
We started in the yard the day before, getting everything ready. They was cooking the day before. Yeah.
Yeah.
But hey, I was right with it.
Went out there.
Feed most of the motherfuckers, most of the get downs I be at. That's a lot of damn meat on that grill.
Oh man, there was so many of us. That right
but
there. There was so much food. The first night, we got there, the niggas cooked had to be a fucking 1,000 pounds of fish. Right?
Yeah, that's probably like
cooking fish so goddamn long.
Yeah, we fried fish that first night.
Most of the little functions my little family be throwing, that'll do it to it.
Yeah,
we pushed the limits.
We was at Sylvia's house in Baton Rouge seasoning up all the meat. It started at Sylvia's house. We were seasoning up all the meat. Then we took it back in the big old ice chests. Took it back to New Road. Then we went to the fish market. Somebody dropped off fish, shrimp. Everybody making potato salad. The whole church was full of everything. Yeah, look, all the days at the church with some kind of killer breakfast. You know what I'm saying? In the schoolhouse next door on a Sunday.
Right,
you know what I'm saying? Breakfast for everything, all the way down there crepes. You know, so I was like, yeah. But nowadays, man, I can't eat like I used to eat. You know what I'm saying? The thing is, and when I show up, like I always say, my inner peace is non-negotiable, right? So whatever I feel like inside and the people around me, it's gonna be feel good the whole day. The food game, you know, I'm gonna have to kind of bite my lip because I want shrimp boys, hot turkey necks, all that stuff, and I know I can't eat it. You know what I'm saying? I'm just outlandish. You know what I'm saying? I'm talking about oyster po' boys, oysters on the half shell, everything with my nostalgic ass that, yeah, soft shell crab, all of it. Hush puppies. You know what I'm
Fried
saying? But I
soft
know I'm kind of dreaming, but yeah, hot sausage sandwiches, yeah, everything. I'm talking about all the good places from Jack Dempsey's to Hank's Seafood, and we never close. And if I'm in New Roads, I'm all the Hall Cracklins, all the Boudin.
See, I don't have
Then
those.
somebody better have some pecan candy around there.
With food.
It's not Auntie Eileen pecan candy. Yeah, give me a half a basket of pecan candy.
You know my mama
No,
gonna
I'll be
make
all right.
pecan candy and cake. Oh, Frankie, you know my mama's a
Oh,
baker.
Yeah.
Oh, my grandfather too. I
Mhm.
love it. I am.
Oh yeah, that's
fat
Uncle Whitney.
kid to
Yep,
the
that's my
essence.
mama.
Any pastry I'm on.
Yeah.
Cake, cupcake, donuts, pound cakes,
Yeah.
marble cakes.
I sent that video to the chat with
Cake.
Duke doing them turkey necks and them pork bones
Wedding
last
cake.
weekend when we was boiling before we put the crawfish in. I just sent it to the chat.
Oh
What's
yeah,
going on?
that's
Yep.
all I like right
Steak
there.
cake.
My baby
Yeah.
doing her thing for real, for real.
Just
Yeah,
dope.
shout out to my mama. She
I think
always
that was
do
Uncle
it right.
Indeed.
Yeah, Uncle Whitney. That's why too. Uncle Whitney, he be
There
doing
you go,
some
Frank.
fantastic fruit
Ooh.
different.
Michelle, my
Yeah.
mama.
Ooh, strawberry shortcake.
Oh, that's nice.
Super skills. Super
When everybody be
skills,
like,
my
girl, you
nigga.
ain't ready to eat no cake yet? As in wedding cake, I be like, I can eat cake any day of the damn week. Let me make sure I get it right. Because I can eat cake any day of the week now. Like,
Oh yeah, me too. I can eat cake
Right.
any
That
time of the
Louisiana
day.
crunch cake, though. That Louisiana church cake, or that pound cake, or that lemon pound cake, man. I used to miss that. I used to be on the counter under that glass
Any
little
kind
bowl.
of cake.
The best cakes that I've ever eaten, and there's only 3 people who can make it right. Well, I never had Marva Faye's, but I'm gonna assume that she can. But that fucking caramel pecan cake. Oh my God, Auntie Eileen,
I ain't never
God.
had
my
it.
mama,
But if
yeah,
it
my
hit
mama
me,
make a bad
Auntie
caramel
Murph.
cake.
and I
I
would
ain't never had
imagine
it.
Marva
But if it
Faye.
hit me.
Yeah.
Oh
My
my
mama will ask me
God.
every day what type of cake I want, and she know what I'm gonna say.
Oh
Darn
my
chocolate.
God, Frank, you ain't lived, my
I
nigga.
don't know where did that
Nigga, when you
derive
said
from.
it,
You
it
ain't
hit
lived.
me. It touched my situation.
You ain't
As soon as you
lived, my
said it, I was
nigga.
like,
Who made that
Let me tell
recipe
you.
up? Is
great.
My mama
that
got
been
the
handed
recipe from
down?
Auntie Eileen and was like dead on it, right? And then Auntie Murph, your grandma. Matter of fact, she was talking about that. She was talking about that cake when we went over there to see her. Remember, she was saying that she couldn't stir for as long as she, because you gotta be constantly stirring that shit.
Yeah,
Ain't
you gotta
no-
stir caramel. And it's gotta get to a
ain't
certain temperature.
exactly.
with a
She
little
was
glass
saying
of
that
water
she
on the
couldn't stay
side.
for as long no
That
more.
stir would be
Yeah.
disrespect,
Because
right?
I think she was like this. Did she say 2 cups of butter and 1 cup of sugar, or 2 cups of sugar and 1 cup of butter? But in
Don't
any
give up the
event,
recipe,
she was saying
man.
she couldn't
I'm trying
stir
to
it.
learn how
No
to
more.
make it.
Allegedly.
Nigga,
Allegedly.
that ain't the recipe. If you just start with that, you just
recipe.
get sugar butter.
Oh, so
I'm
wait,
not
though.
saying.
Sugar
And
butter.
milk.
Sugar
Hold
butter.
on. I take
Right.
it using an electric mixer would be disrespect, right? Like I got kicked out the kitchen
Nope.
for that too.
Bro.
And
It
condensed
don't work
milk.
the same, though.
Condensed milk
I'm a
is your
city boy.
friend.
I mean, you can't be coming at me like this.
Condensed milk is your friend.
Hey,
That's
yeah.
that's
Oh,
like
that
that's like a
evaporated
dry
milk.
roux. Shell, please tell me you don't cook with no damn dry roux. Like, man, how lazy can you be,
Hey,
man?
but
If
no,
you don't
but
get your
my
ass
grandma,
in
she
front
got
of the
the content.
stove and stir.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Damn
Let me
it.
say what they. When mama gotta leave from in front of the stove, and she be like, "I need you to stir this." She don't mean I need you to stir this and look at YouTube at the same time. You ain't trying to watch
Stir.
TV. When I come back from in the back, your hand better still be
stirring. You
Can't
damn
nobody
right.
tell me the Piranhas ain't
Yeah.
educational, nigga, because I didn't know. I got there cookout.
It's
I
all the way
got
right.
the kitchen. And yeah,
It's all the way right. We got
Hey,
pictures. We
Frank
got
got to get the
videos.
car.
But
You gotta get to
I'm
the
learning some
stove.
new shit right now.
You gotta spin the
Right.
car, try to
It's
get to
all
the
the way
stove.
right.
Talk about.
Yeah, I'd have probably been relegated to push-ups. Nigga, what you mean you can't start?
Yeah.
Boy, go back to do some push-ups.
Okay. Won't you go ahead? We got it. We got it, baby. Go ahead back in the front.
Right.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Bless her heart.
You ain't gonna mess up the caramel. That ain't happening. Mess up the caramel.
Well,
Come back,
you
shit
know what?
smoking.
That's like the
It's
first time.
smoking brown on the edges and shit. Like, what you doing?
Yeah. Caking up on the side. You gotta come back and get this shit right because somebody was stirring who didn't know how to stir. You gotta be dedicated.
That would be me.
You gotta be dedicated to
Frank,
stir.
let me tell you the coldest story, right? So I'm thinking I'm grown, right? So I get to my grandmother's house. So we only had one rice growing up that I can remember. It's called mahogany long grain rice, right? I asked my mama, I said, "Where's the rice cooker?" Man, I must have cut backhand to the neck or something. And she said, "If you don't get that stranded and boil that rice on the stove, a rice cooker, what the hell is that?" I'm talking about the way you plug in. Nah, it was no such thing. People still cook rice on the stove.
You better work that
You know,
pot.
so that's the thing. Like, oh, you know, you from California now.
So let me just say this. Right? I just bought a rice cooker about a month ago.
Stop it.
I used that motherfucker last night. And trust and believe, there ain't nothing wrong with them. They easy. They pretty fucking easy. And they keep the rice warm. They make perfect rice, right?
Let me tell you one thing. If you can't
rice
cook
is easy though, right?
If you can't cook rice, don't fuck up the rice. Use the rice cooker. Because I ain't no great rice cooker.
Yeah,
I will use the rice cooker in a minute. I ain't finna mess up no rice.
Crunchy rice, this is not the business.
Ain't nothing like burning the rice.
I'm gonna tell you how people usually burn the rice because they don't let the water boil first.
Right.
Yeah.
And then at the bottom it be all burnt.
Right, because
you try to clean your pot.
It's like how Nick is saying you generally measure the rice that is that one line. The water is one line, one finger line. See that? One finger line above the rice, right?
Basically an inch.
But that ain't an accurate measurement, right? The more accurate measurement is 2 parts water to 1 part rice.
Right.
But the thing about it is you got to rinse the rice first because the rice is full of fucking starch, right? And you want to boil the water first, but you can't do none of that if the fucking rice is already in the water. You pour rice in the pan and then put the water in and stick your finger in to see it's the right level and shit. Then you go out, that shit, you got starch on the bottom. That shit is stuck on the bottom, burnt. Plus people don't know when to turn the shit down to low.
Nigga, I didn't even
get a rice cooker, Nick.
Rice off.
What about the people with the gummy rice? Ugh.
Too much water.
With gummy rice. You can have red beans with gummy rice.
Right. So get the rice cooker.
Other secret, right?
It comes with a little cup where you measure your rice and your water, and you flip a little switch.
And go about your business.
When the shit is done, it's gonna flip off. Right?
And keep the rice warm.
I still put mine in the strainer and take out the water and put the strainer on top with the pot top on it.
And shout out to that pressure cooker. My brother could make some stuff in that pressure cooker. Ooh, that pressure cooker go hard.
Slow cookers.
I tried that already.
That pressure cooker go hard. My brother and my sister been on that air pot home.
Yep, mahogany rice. There you go, right there.
Shout out to the air fryer.
Right here, brother.
Oh my God.
Right here, brother.
Right, shout out.
Easiest shit in the world, my nigga. One button rice. Perfect rice every fucking time. You never got to worry about fucking rice.
You never worry about burning. You ain't got to worry about burning. If you mess it up, if you mess the rice up in an rice cooker, then you mess up the measurement some type of way.
Right. That's it. That's all you can do.
The world has changed forever.
But they give you a cup for that.
Hold on. But most people, and this is a true story, most people end up losing a little cup.
Yeah, you got to be better with your shit then.
Right.
All you got to remember
the world has changed forever.
2 parts water, 1 part rice.
Right. Better get that measuring cup out.
That measuring cup out.
My salad
changed. Right. Keep pushing.
But don't lose your little cup. If you don't lose your little cup, you gonna be all right.
Like, you don't need rice?
So now you don't need to use the toaster no more? You got a toaster oven?
Nothing.
No, I gotta toast it.
You only
nigga,
use
what
the
you
skillet
mean?
to toast
Oh,
no
Nick,
more?
don't
Now
be
you gotta
like
toast it?
that, because most people got rice
Well,
cookers these
Yeah.
days. You ain't
Yes, I
gotta
do.
play them like that. Talk about
I
what
cook.
you gonna cook. You
I
don't
make
you
garlic.
No.
I make garlic bread
For
on,
real.
on I make garlic bread on the stove in my big black skillet.
Yeah, I got cast iron skillets and I toast my toast up there
Hey,
with
but
butter.
that oven toast
There we
be
go.
bomb. Some oven
Shit,
butter
it's okay.
cinnamon
I'm
toast be
nostalgic
shit.
like that. Cause
Which one, Frank?
yeah,
I said you put some butter and some cinnamon and some sugar in the oven. Bam, on some bread. Fire.
Yeah, that just take me too far back to the struggle, brother. I don't want to go far. I don't want to go back that far.
And for me, that was one of them.
Goddamn sugar sandwiches and shit, right?
Jam
Sugar
from
butter
the struggle.
sandwiches
Now I'm not gonna lie.
with a little bit of cinnamon. If you got a
If I'm
little bit of
making
cinnamon, you sow in the game.
Now, if I'm
Damn.
making hamburgers for myself, then I put the broiler on. I toast my buns, but I like my hamburgers with toasted buns, so I toast mine in the oven. But you gotta watch that shit.
Yeah, a good
Yeah.
toasted bun
You
on
put
the
it on
oven.
raw.
I always
Don't
burn
walk
the bread
away.
in the oven.
Don't walk away.
Always burn the bread in the oven.
Don't
I
walk
don't give
away.
a fuck what I'm doing.
You
Don't
make
walk
perfect
away.
rice though, nigga.
your game.
Right.
Don't walk away from the stove. If you
Hey,
got
but
it on
Shell,
raw,
Shell,
don't walk away.
I would go do some other shit and be sitting
I'm still on
down,
eggs and rice.
fucking start playing the game or some shit.
My mama,
Look,
my
Look,
mama.
I burn bread in the oven, and here's the most hilarious shit, right? 3 out of 5 times, I'm gonna burn up boiled eggs. 3 out of 5 times, I'm burning up fucking boiled eggs. Down to,
How
I
you
got
do
a
that?
little bitty ass motherfucking egg saucepan, right? It's just big enough for 3 boiled eggs, right?
Mm-hmm.
And the water.
That water
But the
going.
water burn out that shit so goddamn fast, boy.
You gotta watch boiled eggs.
I be saying,
be
okay,
smoking.
well, you know,
You
I'm
gotta
gonna get
watch
this
boiled
shit.
eggs.
I said, I'm
20
gonna get this shit, 17, 20 minutes, right?
It does. Yeah, you could.
Go.
I look up, it be the third quarter of 2K21. My dude be having like 34 and shit and 12 rebounds. I'm like, yeah, I'm rolling for player of the game and some more shit. And then I hear, pop! Oh shit. Goddamn egg then popped.
Eggs pop.
Right.
Fucking eggs is in a naked ass skillet. All the water then drained down. Skillet hot as shit.
All your eggs.
3 out of 5 times, guaranteed.
Yeah, you gotta pay attention when you boil an egg. And you let it boil too long. When you come back, you ain't got no more water in the pot. No more.
And all your eggs done turned into mass weapons.
You know what I really miss though?
Right. They ready to
You know what I really miss?
at any minute.
All the cuisine down there, some crawfish etouffee. I've been wanting some of that. I done been through a lot, Shell, like these last couple of years, right? And I pretty much went to like plant-based stuff. But I sure miss that, man. Crawfish etouffee.
So, but can your stomach take the cream base?
No, I don't drink milk, no dairy, none of that. No ice cream.
I want some shit.
Yeah.
So you know,
So
if you eat it, you just making a decision that you're gonna eat it, and you're gonna deal with the consequences of it.
No, I'm not that ignorant no more. You know what I'm saying? It's like, look, I had one time, Shell, no bullshit, right? I couldn't even eat lettuce. Like if I eat a salad, it was the thing of death, right? And everybody was like, "This boy's something wrong with him." No, but
I told the nigga he was lying. Said, nigga, if you
Now-
don't want no vegetables, just say that.
Well, yeah, what's wrong with lettuce though?
Shit fucked him up.
That
Now-
I come to find out, I got this. I had no flora in my stomach, right? And the thing is, I got this what they call it submasses that's closing up the pyloric sphincter muscle. That's the muscle that goes to let your food down in there. It was sitting in my stomach so long where it turned rancid, or you would call E. coli poison. So when it did come open and it got into my gut, it was over with. And the other part was the lettuce. If it was dark green, it'll cover like a napkin, covering up like the drain hole. It just sits in there. Boom. It's like messed up. So
This nigga
right now,
had me
it was like pre-read for a while.
This nigga had me like Dr. Demento, fucking all that shit that he just said. I had to go research all that shit before he learned it, Right. So we
Now,
was
I don't have
all
a
doing
gallbladder.
self-diagnosis and all kind of shit. Like, what the fuck could be making this nigga have this reaction to
No, I don't have a
fucking
gallbladder, and
doctor?
that stuff gets really, really rough because you know the whole purpose of gallbladder it secretes the solution that helps break down the fatty acids of food.
Wow.
So when you don't have it, it can be tragic for you. And what they tell you is that okay, 'cause I ended up having impacted gallstones and I had to have my gallbladder removed. But shit, you end up having almost the same symptoms you had when you were going through the process of like having inflamed gallbladder. And stuff is just not as severe, but it's still tragic. Like if and I always know when food not fried right, or if it's fried in some grease that's not right, because
Have an immediate reaction.
Yeah, I can't.
How does one inflame a gallbladder?
Impact the gallstone.
Fatty acids.
Oh, okay.
So when they form,
Well, that's what makes the stones, right?
Some people could sometimes they can remove it and stuff like that.
Gallbladder.
Yeah, sometimes sometimes you can pass them and stuff like that. But I had mine was impacted, which means that my gallbladder had to come out. So.
Wow.
They say passing gallstones and kidney stones.
The gallbladder.
And I can never forget. My sister had issues, with hers after, the birth of one of her children, and when I thought that I could have been going through some of the same things she was going, I was like, how will I know? No, and she was just like, when you on the floor, balled up in a fetal position, you don't know. And I never forget. It was one morning it started happening to me like right after midnight, about 3 o'clock then, and I had to be to work for 5. Then when I was working at a hotel, and I had to be to work for 5 that morning, and about 3 that morning, I was going through it so bad that I called him immediately. I was like, I'm not coming in today. I stayed less than 5 minutes from the hospital, and it took me. I drove myself. It took me over an hour to get there. When I mean to tell you, I had pulled over at least 3 times at that time of morning on the side of the road, throwing up.
That was me.
And when I got to the hospital, they gave me the run around. They was just like, it's indigestion. They was giving me the light shit. We're gonna give you something to settle your stomach. When they finally had did the ultrasound, and they realized what was going on. Oh, it was a morphine drip.
Put you right on the real.
And then the next morning, the specialist came in, and we was talking and stuff like that. I said, well, so what do you think? Do you think I'm gonna have type of surgery? He said, oh no, it's not a question about that. He was like, we already have you scheduled on the book.
Right.
So what? They had let me go that day because I was supposed to be calling another specialist, and I was so like out of
24 hours. You back in?
I was in the hospital all night. I didn't sleep, and I was supposed to get out of the hospital and call a specialist at another specialist the same day to schedule an appointment. Well, I was done. I was exhausted. So my mom let me sleep that day. The next day, I got up and we made made the call, and he was like, "Come on in. We had already got all your stuff ordered." And when I got there, he was just like, "Your surgery is gonna be in the morning." It was so crazy. I was like, my mom was there, but like I didn't even have enough time like call my dad or nothing like that and be like, "Hey, I'm having surgery." It was just like, "I'm having surgery." Like,
that's
right. It's rough.
So and to be truthful with you, I still live every day because my situation haven't went away. The only way to cure my situation is I gotta stay up on what I eat, right? But at any given time, it could kick back in. Then I have to go get the whole bottom half of my stomach removed and reattached. That's the only way to cure what I got.
Yeah, we know that. That's a lot.
I mean, hey, I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah, I don't be telling my business like that because for a long time.
He say I don't be telling my business, so he just broadcast it live.
Man, shout out to people who still got good stomach.
I gotta tell my
you gotta do. Don't fuck up the line in your stomach because that shit there is Oh, I have to get it back right.
You know,
I hate muck horrors fucked up, but I ain't never had nothing like that though.
yeah. But the thing,
Yeah.
yeah. But K-Man be on me all the time because if I go missing off the radar for her, he's like, all right, here we go. You in the hospital somewhere. I'm like, I'm
Right.
already decent right now, but I'm
I be
going
mad
through
as a
what I'm
motherfucker.
going
This
through.
nigga don't be understanding. You call him and then he don't call you back, and now it's 3 days, right? And this nigga live in the fucking mountains in the woods somewhere, sick.
Right.
Man, call back, man. Send a text, something. You know what I'm saying? Wink, blink,
Shoot up a
something.
smoke signal or something.
Right.
Let us know you
Nigga,
in
something.
here.
Cause he know this is the funny shit. And I be saying, I wonder if this nigga just want me to come up there. Cause he know I'll jump in the car and be at the door. I done it before, right? Jumped in the car 12 hours later, 2:30 in the morning. Boom, boom, boom. Nigga, what? Yeah, nigga.
You ain't answer the phone.
Here we go. So I want to say, I want to air it out right now, right? Thanks to you, my mama, my grandma, and all the people that, you know what I'm saying, been with me through all these last couple of years of getting the news, in the cancer center with me, so forth and so on. You know what I'm saying? And y'all being there, you know, and you know, it's really been a big thing. And I just have to realize that, you know, I've already been knowing life is precious, right? But just coming together and we get an opportunity to talk and stay connected on a daily basis is something that we strive for and we building ourselves on, you know. So it's like I love y'all guys for that right there. You know what I'm saying? And yeah, give me a newfound strength right there. Because, you know, I got God on my side. I don't take him off like his armor. You know what I'm saying? When I feel like I need to be protected, I got to put it on. It rolls for me every day. But y'all roll with another kind. It hits a little different right now.
Right.
You know, so.
Well,
And I
your
still
mama
be in the
said it.
woods, man. So if
Your mama said it the most succinct and best way that I ever heard. And she said to both of us, shit, you guys is getting old and you're lucky to be getting old. And what comes with getting old is you're going to have some fucking pains. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So you just got to embrace them pains or whatever it is that your body is going through. Do whatever you can. You know what I'm saying? Follow your doctor's directions or whatever, you know, because you ain't just left to go pick no berries off the fucking tree no more. And,
Right.
you know, live the best life that you can. Shit. What? What you gonna do? Crawl up and be in the bed?
yeah,
You know what I'm saying? With some poor me shit, you know, because your life ain't the same no more. Shit, my life done changed 15 times, man.
oh
Hey,
yeah,
it's gonna keep on
that's
I
the
can
whole
change
thing.
again. Shit.
I keep going. I
Hey,
stay going. I
change
stay
is
going
inevitable.
under the knife.
That's what
I
happens.
stay
Man.
going under the knife. Like Lord. Like,
Now I've been, you know, in 56 years, I've been fairly lucky enough to not have had no internal sicknesses, you know, shit inside my body, and relatively few, you know, scrapes and bruises, other than, you know, I fucked my back up and shit. I mean, not fuck my back up, but fuck my hand up. What was that? Nick,
that was me moving the camera.
20, Nick, what was that? 2019? I mean, 1999? 99, right? 99 when I stuck
99,
my hand through the window? Yeah, 99. And, you know,
99.
little fucking various little, you know, respiratory old man ass shit that I'm going through now that ain't shit because I still smoke and drink and fuck off all night. You know, so shit.
We told you, don't lose your money. We told your ass that. Hey, don't come home broke. We told your ass
No,
that.
I ain't shit, and I didn't.
Not with you.
I did not come home broke, but I did not come home better for the scenario. I came home $50 shorter on gas money.
Oh yeah, it was the gas.
Right? You know, I enjoyed myself. I enjoyed myself out there.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It was a get, you know, cool getaway, and like I said, it kind of put me in a different headspace and shit as in terms of, you know, shit that I'm trying to unfold right now. You know, maybe I might be I've been looking in the wrong directions. So the Vegas trip kind of like opened up some other possibilities for me. In any event.
Yeah. I say and I kind of look, because that was the first time that I actually left in 3 years, right? Because like I had that compromised immune system, but I'm like, hey, whatever, all this stuff, because that was the one fear that I had. Because shit, when I got out of UCFF, they told me I had to wear rubber gloves, I had to have a mask on and stuff. And I called Keith, was like, man, I don't even know how I'm gonna walk into places with this mask on and these gloves driving the car. It's gonna be so odd, man. Boom, then we got this, and I'm like, to where I'm at with my compromised immune system. Like literally, I thought I had to have the pins, but it was pretty much all the way to that level right there. It was like I was, I made a transition, and that's the part. Like I was to that part, if people feel what I'm saying, and it's like to come back and build from that.
Yeah.
Oh, let me just say, shout out to Nick's mom. She just hit me up. Said great show we got going on this afternoon. So shout out to you, Nell. Love you.
Hey, Nell.
Oh, she be peeping up on us, huh? We got notifications that
I watch all the time. How you don't know that?
Right. Hey, when we say Piranha Live, that's it.
She watch all the time.
That's it.
And we got good family support, man. We got good family support.
We really
your mama was the one who told me just don't worry about how y'all talk, because you ain't talking to no old people, you're talking to the youth. So you got to talk in the language that they understand. But you could calm it down.
Because I be doing all types of stuff.
So, Mama, everything I'm doing is allegedly, Mama.
Right. We get a disclaimer. Allegedly. No. Disclaimer.
Because I still have visions with that belt around her neck, man. So I can't even lie. It's slowly. Right. I be hiding everything. Even when we smoke, and we still coming, we hide behind the back. Yeah, I remember we at the hotel doing we think grown folk stuff, and everybody put everything out. Nobody doing nothing. She's like,
she said to tell all y'all hello and that she loves us.
Oh.
She said, yes, Nikki.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. On your
she
head.
Put the Nikki on me, huh?
You say Nikki. Yes. You put a Nikki on me. You did. You know what time it is. Get right. Get right on this podcast.
I'm never going. I'm always going to be little Nikki. Little Nikki.
When I see my mama, when I see more come, I'll be like, oh, okay, mama in it. We watch my language at least.
I don't get to see none of that because I close Facebook right after.
Yeah, but I keep it up so I can try to see the people in the comments. But yeah. Oh, okay.
Oh, that's the Belvy. All right.
And Belvedere.
That's what I'm talking about.
He owned it today. It's Saturday.
So
they just be floating.
So this is the next thing, right? So, I think for this year, going into the thing when stuff start opening back up, like get back to the topic, right? That I really want to go. I feel like my soul would be settled, getting back to New Orleans, right? Because it's a lot of things, and to get that, I feel like my hair gets a little bit longer when I do have hair on top of my head. My skin feels a little bit better. I get replenished by, the ancestry, just the feeling, just to, be in that energy. I think that energy. And I was the last time I was out there, I asked my cousin Kit, was he doing the creative carnival? I think I'd like to go see that. And all the November, October thing, fried turkey, people birthdays, all the rest of that stuff. I think I'm shooting for that.
October is going to be a good month to be in New Orleans because everything got moved to October. So Prince
that's what we was talking about.
All of those, all that got moved. Fried chicken, but all that stuff got moved to October. So October is going to be a lit month. So just
we was talking about coming down there right around that time. Trying to. It's really just a discussion right now, but
my birthday is in October.
Your birthday,
have me some vacation time in.
Felicia's birthday is in October. Sylvia Ann's birthday is in October.
Hey,
somebody else I ain't thinking of. Anyway, it would be a good time to be down there.
Yeah.
So
October is the month.
I might have to put that little 1100 to the side while I got it, because October come around, I'm gonna be scratching. I already
said I was going, but I don't know how I'm gonna go.
Look, That's 6 months outside of tax time. Shit, that money's been stopped coming in.
Man, bad, bro. That's
You know what I'm
Right.
saying?
fast.
Try to
that's the
get
last time
together what you gonna get them kiddos for Christmas.
Right. What'd you say, Nick?
in November. I said my birthday is in November, but I think the last time we've been down there was for the family reunion, huh?
Yeah, into June, July, and the beginning of July.
We
Yeah,
had
and
a
that was
good time too.
2017.
When
Right?
we left the family reunion that Sunday, we came back to New Orleans that night. Ooh, we had a good time.
And
Yeah,
then
and
the
I missed that
Francois,
because I don't know
then
what I
the
was doing.
Francois threw one. What was it? The
Awesome.
next year or something?
Yep.
I didn't make it.
Yep.
It might have been in that last
Correcting them did one too, right?
We
So,
supposed
Yes,
to be
man. I
doing
sure
one
would have
sometime
loved to be
soon.
out
That's
there
gonna
at
be
Superman and all them.
whenever we get it together.
Pat.
Right.
Oh yeah, big curve dog. You know what I'm saying?
It really
My uncle Demi,
time
my
that
uncle
we able to
Demi
get
said he was
together, we
gonna
always make it up.
he's over at the store.
Demi
Yeah.
is hilarious. It's my big dog.
Yeah,
for
because
real.
look, sometimes I be needing that rebirth in my life. I be feeling myself some days, being on some New Orleans little things, some rebirth in Soldier Slim. You know what I'm saying? So that's the two.
I'm gonna see you in a minute.
And I'll be all the way in there.
We have get-togethers and
A little bit of
and if
BG with
I'm
Gemini
moderating
mix there.
music, Duke and them gotta reel me in. They'd be like, "Oh, okay, you gotta change it up. You can't be all New Orleans music." I'd be like, "Oh, okay," because you talking to somebody that's like that's all they finna listen to. Like I have like changed it up people.
That's what I got.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah,
but I
that's all
got a
it
whole playlist. You know,
Bunch of box,
I'm slowly trying to add other stuff to the playlist. You know, because I know we got other people too. But yeah, it's gonna be all that.
Yeah. And I gotta go see my man, Uncle Bo. You know what I'm saying? My man, and my mom. You know what I'm saying? Uncle Bo, my man, right there.
Yeah.
Uncle Bo is hilarious. Uncle Bo is hilarious.
If he don't remind me of my grandpa, Lord.
Dead on him.
Right. If he don't remind me of him.
All of them kind of had that same look.
Mm-hmm.
All of them.
All of them was tall. Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. My grandfather used to
all had that same little voice.
Uncle Francis, Uncle Willie.
Yeah.
They all had that same little look.
They all had that same type of posture look. Like, yeah, you can look at a McLean and tell him McLean man anyway. You definitely could do that. Right. Right.
Yeah. So the thing is, Uncle June, for my birthday, the last time I was there for my birthday, he blessed me with a picture of all the McLean men. I got it. You know, I got that picture. He sent me the frame and everything. I was like, man.
I was gonna say they took a good one at the family reunion. Yeah. That was a good one. Y'all took at the family reunion.
Yeah. But I got that.
My great grandpa and all of the McLean men.
You know, he put it in a nice little picture frame, like the little window, like me looking in the McLean
family. Who all was it? Who all?
It was all the boys. All the boys. My great grandpa and all his boys. Yeah, so I got that little picture. So that's the thing. Thank you, Uncle June. I was like, I need that.
Uncle June.
Nick, was you old enough to remember Uncle Willie? Your great grandpa?
Me? No, I never met
no.
My mom always talked about Mr. Willie, but I never met Mr. Willie.
What about you, Nick Nass?
Yeah. I was right there.
Okay, so what's
great
the
age? Everybody.
I'm gonna say y'all at least I'm a little younger than y'all, but yeah.
I'm right under Felicia.
I grew up with Uncle every summer.
Right.
Willie and them.
Right. I mean, I was more or less with.
I remember the very first
right.
The very first time that I saw Uncle Willie, where I could, where I was old enough to kind of make my own thinking and shit. I think I might have been about 4 or some shit, right? And I came out there, and Uncle Willie came and picked me and my granny up from the train station, and it was a trip because it was almost like being in the Twilight Zone, because I grew up with Uncle Tootie, and Uncle Tootie was young as fuck then, right? And this was his pops, but to me, he just looked like Uncle Tootie in the future. Scared the shit out of me, right? I was like, who the hell? But yeah, Uncle Willie McLean, boy. Yeah, he started this shit.
Yeah, we didn't have
between
some
between him and Uncle Kalu. See, them is my granny's brothers.
Okay, so look, out of y'all three, Nick Mo is the youngest.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Barely.
But see, it hurt. So,
I will
and the
be
thing
45
is, right,
on July 4th.
And Nick, you how old are you, Nick? 46 or
47?
47?
I said I'll be 45 on July 4th.
No, the other Nick.
48.
Oh, 48. So see, yeah, she
You ain't
got
48
home. He
yet,
said
nigga.
barely like
You
she was
48
like
already?
months.
Are you gonna be 48 in November?
Yeah.
Which one?
Yeah. Nick, out there like that.
It's the year of the ox.
Nick still got the youngest watching this show. He don't know what he's telling everybody his age is. He know that.
I'm on it.
It's the year. The year
Funny shit, right? So everybody know, right?
I don't give a shit. I don't look my age, so hey.
No, you don't though, and that's real spill. That's real shit.
The women out there age very well.
A hot 30 right quick.
28.
Right quick. You know
right.
What I mean?
Yeah, the women out our family age very well. So I thank you, Mama.
So
that's real spill though.
So everybody know I went and walked off, 10 years and shit, right?
Right.
So for me, when I came home at 33, it was like, shit, I'm getting my 10 years back. So I lied about my age, right? 33 to 50. I cheated 10 years off. Nobody never questioned
10 whole years off.
Am I bullshitting, Nick? Nobody never questioned me.
You shaved 10 years off your age.
Whole 10 years, right? I would lie about my age all the way to my 50th birthday. And then I was like, yeah, I'm gonna embrace that. But by then I had these gray whiskers and shit, right? And I was like, shit, I earned these bitches. I'm wearing them. I ain't coloring nothing. And yeah, I'm the big 5-0. And give me my OG status and all that, right? I get to be too tired. My back hurt. I can't lift this couch. All that come into play.
I couldn't do that at 30 myself, so I ain't gonna even bullshit. I couldn't lift that. I was old man walking status, jumping over the fences from them police and all the rest of that stuff, man. I got beat up a little bit. Catching fades, allegedly.
Parallels,
but look,
right?
The thing is,
after I walked off my little 11 plus, I get out. I was 31. Only I was happy to be 31.
look, and the thing is, right?
That 31 to me was like 21 because I missed all my 20s in prison. So I was in it to win it, goddamn it.
So
yeah, man.
I was in a weird position, right? Because when I came to California, they thought I was way younger than them. So Felicia's only 2 years older than me, right? I could still go in the room. I could be around none of her friends. Then we got S-Bone.
He said only 2 and I still couldn't go in the room.
Right. Still couldn't go in the room.
Couldn't be with our friends.
Still couldn't hang out with the squad.
Only 2 though.
I'm just as grown as all of them.
2 years when you little.
So I'm the only one.
2 years matter.
Yeah, they count.
So me.
Count.
So it's me, Kip, Shoshana, and they're all friends' kids, Kamal, Kalu, and all the rest of them, right? But I'm older than all of them, right? So then I get stuck. Then I get blessed with Anna Maria, Junior, and Alex, right? Yep. So I'm still watching all of them, but can't move like the older people. But then I moved to a whole nother city, and I'm still by myself all the way, and nobody was there to teach me about moving on 111th place, right? So Mr. Hodges became my friend. Bobby, Fred, and the Hodges family, shout out to them.
Shout out to B-Man, rest in peace. And shout out to Fred, rest in peace.
The fat rat.
Vaughn.
Well, I was fortunate. I had Shanny that wouldn't leave me out of shit.
Yes, you did.
So, Shanny didn't leave me out of shit. So, of course, Sylvia was always gonna be Sylvia. They hold squad. They squad all the time, but Danny wasn't leaving me out of shit. So I was there with them, regardless if they wanted me or not. I was there in it. Anyway.
I was the oldest in my whole little sector, so I had a whole different parallel, and the only ones above me was like Dip and all of them. And they
Caesar,
was
Caesar and them, right?
Huh?
Is Caesar older than you?
Yeah, Caesar, Dip,
Caesar,
Dawn,
Dip,
all of them. They all
yeah.
So they had
Durrell
their
and all
own different
them.
shit. So I had to run my whole little shit, my damn
You
self.
to run your clique?
Yeah, I had my whole little
But
everybody
see,
in front of me. We was on our own shit. You know what I'm
but
saying?
so and this is the thing, Frank. Right then, I actually had the privilege with my mother. So she's the oldest of Tootie Boy, right? But I had Sylvia, I had Eleanor, all the rest of them, Ronald Mack. But that's my great kids.
Right.
Yep.
Right. Tell mama, and then I had another whole group of family that lived on the same street. It was the Sullivans. So I had all my family, like from the American Legion Hall to the baseball field, for Corn Grove. When we going for Corn Grove, it all up and down the street was my whole family. So it's a
beautiful.
That
was the dope shit about us too. Everybody was so tight.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody lived with each other, by each other.
But,
everybody was always together. The 80s was so fucking fun.
Yeah, so
because my uncles and aunties all moved like brothers and
80s,
sisters. Mom, they all moved like brothers and cousins. They all moved like brothers and sisters. So we was always together all the time, all over the place.
And look, and I gotta
cool.
So then the thing is, right? My cousin Lo, I always thought he was the baddest mamma jamma. So it was Cedric, Michael, Torrance, all them dudes was part of my life. So I gotta get by Lo, right, and get half of those glass houses out of his yard, because he ain't doing nothing with your grandpa cars. Sitting there in the backyard, and he just need to let me go ahead and just rebuild one of them while I'm out there.
Oh, so you want that dude
riding around there?
That's what you're saying. You want
I want
that classic?
I got a couple of little deuces in the quarter somewhere, right? But I need the glass house.
We can make it happen for you. You want that classic? Let Lo know so we can move that shit.
Yeah.
But you got a white one and a black one back there.
No, just the white one. The other one's is Lo. Well, this just that Nissan, but I think Lo is. I think he's eventually gonna get it fixed because his son, I think, want that Nissan because it's kind of like a classic. But that 76, that classic, yeah, it's still up.
Yeah. So and the thing is, Lo remind me of all because he got the look and everything. So if you look close, right, he look
just like Uncle Hip. Lo look just like Uncle Hip.
Just like him. It's like scary though too.
It's hilarious.
It's scary, but it's so comforting.
That gene is strong, man.
That's just right there.
It is.
With that little salted pepper, y'all better go there. And he don't even talk. He got a perfect name, Lo. He talk low and he don't say that much.
That's that William McLean gene.
Yeah.
That Uncle Willie's daddy. We ain't never met.
Yeah.
I think my mama said that she knew her grandpa. I think. My granny.
That was the one thing, right? Whoa. So, because who was old? Auntie Eileen, right? Was the oldest one?
Uncle Willie.
Uncle Kalu.
Uncle Willie.
No, I'm
Uncle
saying.
Kalu is the baby.
Oh, that's right. Uncle Willie one.
Uncle Willie's the oldest. So it went Uncle Willie. How did it go? Uncle Willie and Auntie Eileen, and then there's a big gap. And then it's my granny, Kalu. Who am I missing?
Eileen.
Bo. Fucking Bo. No. We're just talking about. We're talking about.
No, Bo's a boy.
Oh.
Huh? Say it again.
I think Nick had said something.
Yeah, Nick, what you say?
I said Uncle Bo is one of the sons.
Not Bo. It's somebody. Who the hell am I missing? It's. Oh, I know what it was. It's Anastasia, and we don't know her. We never met her. It was my granny and my Auntie Eileen had another sister that we never met.
Hey, tell them all right.
I think that's how it went. And then you got Uncle Francis and
those of y'all just tuning in. We ain't talking about nothing. Just kind of some family nostalgic. We just sitting on a Saturday, no really big format. So talking about old times. That's pretty much it.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, my little cousin in the
You know,
building.
yeah, it's
Speaking of family,
there we go.
that's one of the ones
There
that
you
was
go.
up under me.
Representing.
Hey, Shalimar.
That's one of my squad right there. Squad up.
Yeah.
I'm surprised at the same
Oh,
time.
yeah.
Yeah. She must. I ain't say we was live, but I thought she would know we was live.
See, and that's the thing, man. That's why I said when we go back that because it's actually like selling the soul because when you really think about it, man, and all the lineage to all of that stuff, man, it's some other things because during the
And
family reunion, it was the part where there was like there's
it's
like
so
women of
nice.
color, free women of color, and how we actually sustain.
And it's so. And if you ever do come, Frank, you'll be like just.
Oh, I'm coming. I want to come in October when y'all go.
It's funny,
Oh, yeah.
like when you go to New Roads, like how the land was, like all of them are like within like within a circle radius. Like Cedric, Sookie, my grandparents, all of them, all that land is like it's like literally like just we house. That's what we did. And then my grandmother's mother, when I was talking about sell the frozen cup, she was really not even a block down. So, which
Around the corner.
had my uncle and his cousins, shout out to Goose and and G and all them, they all grew up like brothers. So they was always part of it too. It's like it was no differential with the family. They always came like my cousin Goose and them.
Did I meet Goose? I think I met Goose when we came down.
Tall Cowboy fan.
Yeah.
They also intertwined with the family. It's like when we're all together, you wouldn't even know that it was like actually two separate families and stuff like that. But that's just how we rock.
Yeah, that's family for you.
True.
That's what we do.
That's family for
because
you.
Look, we got. Okay, I still remember. Like now, this is cold, Frank. I'm just gonna go in a little bit on the status. So you had the Hunters, you had Troy Hunter, and all the rest that lived right behind us, right?
Behind my
had
grandmother,
across the street was Ted.
I went to school with their kids. Yes. Then you had Troy, that's my cousin, Sullivan. Then you had Miss Lily that lived right next door. That was the other frozen cousin. My grandma, yep.
You know what I'm saying? Yep. So it's like, then you go around the corner.
Then Roy was down the street. Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Then we had all Sookie, all of them over there by Auntie Sookie.
Right. Derek and all
it
of
was
them.
so many of them.
Penny and Cassandra and all
right.
Penny,
Penny
Leon, and all the rest of them. Yeah.
Is that right?
She did?
Yep. Penny and my mama named me. My name is Onikia, and Penny and my mom named me. And then Penny used to always call me Nikki, and then she had a daughter, and she named her Nikki.
Oh, that's dope.
Yeah. So Penny and my mom.
That's not even talk about. Yeah, and that's not even talk about all the family going to the high side. If you keep on going past American Legion Hall, so you got Corey and all the rest of them. So yeah, it's a whole.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so it's like then I always wanted to go to that bar room right there before by Rosenwald. I wanted to always go in that bar room, but I don't think it's there no more.
I know it's in that bar room.
Yeah, but then on the other side of Picard Grove, right there, you had my cousin Shoe. You had all them over there, all Shoes. And, well, the one kid that we was going on with named Sambo, he got ran over by a car right there in the back.
Mm-hmm. They got Jason, they got Preston, and all of them.
Yeah.
Natalie,
so
shout out
it's
to
like,
Natalie. Rest in peace, Natalie.
Oh yeah, and so the thing is, right? When we go back there, Frank, it's like literally the summertime. If you could get away from the flying cockroaches by the baseball field, we're
gonna have to get away from them. We're gonna have to get away from them.
And the flying cockroaches come
down south, you better be ready for the mosquitoes.
Yeah,
below sea level.
And mosquitoes love me because I'm chocolate and shit. They be like,
That's what it is. That's why we get ate up so bad. That's
man. That melanin, man, they love
it.
Yeah. So
I ain't mad at y'all.
And
they be on me. I hate mosquitoes, man.
What's up, man?
What's up, June Bud?
Oh, see we go. June Bud.
Fam, happy Saturday. Fam in the building.
And I think,
baby boy.
Happy Saturday.
People in the building. Hey, I make my turn up look good though. I ain't drunk half this shit, and I ain't had half the shit in here, but I make it look good though.
I take.
I'm mad. I didn't stop by the store.
I'm making it good shit. Right, I'm making it good as shit. Working this shit big go.
See, that's messed up.
I'm gonna do the fake up.
you ain't re-up. You knew what it was. You knew what was trying to do. Why you ain't re-up? I told you he had time.
I'm telling you, the bottle was still sitting right here because I thought it was some more in there. I was drunk as a skunk when we got off last night.
Frank, what I said? Frank, I said, we got time. Take your time, don't rush. I said it.
Yeah,
I wasn't tripping.
I
wasn't tripping. I get drunk this time of the day. I won't have to get nothing down. Shit.
So I'm gonna be a hater, right? All y'all get to I'm gonna have to get off the wagon, man. But I can't. I'll be drinking organic juices and shit over here, man. So my liquor, it's like,
whatever comes to crunch, brother.
Nick, you be drinking that CBD naked juice, don't you?
Allegedly.
You can drink CBD?
Yeah, I'll be drinking that.
Nigga, you still in California. You
don't
have to alleged that.
I'm like you, Shalimar.
Yeah,
I'm smoking today. I ain't drinking, but yes, indeedy.
Yeah,
I'm working on my bottle.
The thing is,
Savage blunt.
I don't even want to show the ropes.
I'm still working on it.
Yeah, they mix it. They mix it to make it a tincture. So it's a little bit of some people take it with alcohol. Some people use like a gray alcohol, and you just drop it. But you can actually give it broad the buds and get the a little like the THC high in CBD, low in THC, but it takes both of them to activate. So I drink a 10. That's their organic.
Wonder Twins
I'll make
activate.
the smoothies of it. You know what I'm saying? Put the little tinctures in it. So, and I be on that sea moss. The sea moss is a big thing for me. Yeah. So, one
you
of
don't
my
ever try to vape because you just kind of gave up flowers altogether, huh?
Yeah, I don't mess with none of that, man. None of that at all. So, like the whole edible game, if people don't know, if you could get a little bit of CBD for the inflammatory, because I'm always, muscle aches and this, and I would say my pain level is like pretty much like a baby. I feel like if one hair in my nose moves, it's like, oh, yeah.
Speaking of nose hairs,
say it again, Frank.
I said, speaking of nose hairs, these motherfuckers is irritating. I ain't had to have that problem till now. This is crazy.
I'm just gonna say, I'm glad y'all the hard. Really hard trying to run this podcast and y'all running the line in the background like.
So
it should be so good before it starts. Facebook need a flag and all like, Lord, what
we
they
all be in Facebook jail.
Right.
But the whole podcast of Facebook jail.
Look, we'll be running it straight from YouTube.
But Shell, out here now they got can of beer now. They got can of liquor. They got can of wine.
Oh yeah,
they got can of beer.
I had some Hennessy infused cannabis Hennessy shits. One of my boys popped up with it, and they got Patron too. I got that shit. I got action at that shit.
Y'all did.
Yeah, boy.
You talking about another level?
So do Patron and Hennessy. That's all we got right now. But I got action at both of those. Infused with cannabis. Yeah, I got action at both of those. In shots.
You never know.
In shots. Real spill. I got one on my Instagram. The Hennessy one on my Instagram right now. Yeah. And then you got Patron too. And that shit is good.
It's a for real thing.
Taste it too. Yeah, real shit. I got action at it, Mac. I'm gonna get some. I don't even care. I'm gonna get a couple bottles. Run it. I'm gonna run a couple bottles.
I'm down to experiment.
It's good. I did the Hennessy one already.
Take a mistake. The thing is, right? Don't have allegedly a government job or when you go get drug tested because you're just out of the whole thing. Just from
Just talk that up. Career homicide.
Miss Moore, we need to talk to you in the back.
Right, career homicide, nigga.
Come to you with your pink slip and your green tape at the same time. It's nice.
Go. You automatically packing your shit up.
Damn, so good at the job, but however.
Yeah, but the thing is, no, I think on the edible side, but I do miss it's been what, 5 years now? 5 years since I smoked like that. Yeah,
it's been that long, nigga. You smoking at the lake house.
Oh, I also want to say shout out to my boy Jay Crazy.
No, what's that?
That's who got him.
5 years, dog.
The joints is good.
4 years. How long has it been?
2018.
2017, right?
2018.
17.
18, nigga.
I was out here 2018.
October.
Hey, I'm gonna throw my dog in the ring and say 19.
I was already gone.
16. Just to be in it. God damn it.
Yeah. I was already gone.
I know I moved out in October of 2018.
What? But
So it could have been 17.
But 18, like 18 was the family reunion, right? Or
Now,
that was 17.
That's when you was in That's when you was in Apple Valley. That's when you was in Apple Valley, right?
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Yep. I just got to Apple Valley
to counteract my.
I've been there 6 months. Remember, because I had to leave the plants. I had to leave Keisha at the house with the plants.
Right.
First
that's what
run.
I was saying. That's what I was saying. It was that
Very
time.
Yeah, I was
run.
already gone. I was already out here, dog.
He said I had to leave.
I'm talking about 2016 now. You sure in hell wasn't out there then.
He said I had to leave Felicia with the plan.
Not Felicia, Keisha.
No, Keisha, the homegirl.
Oh, Keisha. Okay.
Yeah.
Came back, the plants was drooping.
Dead as a
she's like, all the water in those bottles was gone. I figured that was all they needed. I was like,
you had to bring it back to life.
Yeah. There was no coming back.
That was look funny shit too. That was the first run of the shit that Nick made.
The Animaniacs and all that shit.
All
of the custom line. All
the one you say you still got the things from.
All of the fucking all of the lotuses.
Had his own strand.
The razzmatazz, the mango. All of that shit was
you supposed to be rich somewhere right now.
All of that shit was on first run.
Nick, why you not rich?
Because he's a humble man.
Oh,
and you know,
I'm rich in spirit.
Right.
I knew you was gonna say that.
Hilarious.
But it's never too late because we still got genetics.
I talk backwards though.
Skybox Organics in the building. Yeah, Skybox Organics in the building.
Seeds.
Still got organics. I mean, we still got genetics. Goddamn.
And the thing, right? So to put it out there, right? So the thing is, I can say like this: that between all of us, it's like how people want to say that the revenue part about it. I never thought about no revenue part of it, right? That was
me neither. Never.
I give it away. You know what I'm saying? So the thing is, right? I think all the things that I needed, not everything I wanted, but if I wanted something, I get it. But everything I needed, I had it. So, like, you know, I ran through a couple of. They say now I didn't ran through a couple of bags. You know, had some stuff and touched a few little.
I'm working on giving mine to the people anyway.
I'm
working on giving mine to the people anyway, so it don't even matter. You know what I'm saying? As long as I'm comfortable.
So the thing is,
let's go. I'm get mine back to people.
I was trying to make sure. Everybody had transportation. You know, all the basic necessities. If I could spare a little bit, you know what I'm saying, and just keep on pushing like that. A roof over their head.
Right.
Yeah, for sure. That's the first and foremost thing. Because I know one day I'm gonna be over there sleeping on the floor or some shit. You know what I'm saying?
We working on generational wealth.
Generational wealth, right?
Yeah, once we get to that point, you know, comfort is all we need at that point.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? All that bullshit ass excess shit is unnecessary. Y'all. That shit, man.
Then it's gonna be multiple states. You know, I don't know. They always be messing with me, right? But I still want something right there.
God, the 7-footer indoors though. The 7-foot indoors though.
That shit right there is the shit that Nick. This is from the Nick seeds.
Wow.
Yeah. The mind of Nick.
So big they don't even fucking stand up. You
gotta put
that's
so
embarrassing.
Hey, you gotta fucking stand them bitches up with sticks and shit. You see that shit? Motherfucker, man, look how big them colors.
And that's not that. And that's all organic. They ain't no fucking grow.
Of course,
no
it's Skybox. Goddammit.
None of that shit.
That's all we do is organic.
You know what I'm saying? So that's one of them things, Shell. I didn't even think I had it in me, but I just believe.
But wait though, the connection between those two, the King Mac Nick Nash connection though, because Mac got a crazy cold green forearm. This nigga whole arm is green. Fuck a thumb. He got a green arm, and this nigga flex his muscle.
They say you can grow anything, bro.
Man.
So let's go with it. He actually used to.
That's the Animaniac. That's the Animaniac right there.
So we used to have
That's that Nick shit.
like
They good
like
at what
pretty
they
much.
do. I can tell you that much. They're damn good at what they do.
Hey, no,
fuck that.
the thing is, right? Shell, he was like, "How in the world you gonna leave me with all of this stuff? Why you didn't tell me it's gonna be so much stuff?" And I'm like, he said, "You not coming down here? Look," he said, "You walk in, you go in the room to check nothing." I said, "Hey, you." He's like, "No, you just can't bring all of this stuff here. Just need me to figure it out." I said,
And you know it got to be a
"Nobody
lot of
with
shit if
me.
that nigga's overwhelmed. Because this
You an
nigga Mac
asshole.
is.
You a bully.
You a bully.
You a bully. You an asshole. I'm just trying to make sure." I'm like, "Hey, you know what I'm saying?" I said, "At least you don't gotta walk in the woods backpacking no shit." You know. You know what I'm saying? But that is the part where, when it came out of the dark, and we can actually talk about it these days, and it's something that I don't never like brag about or gloat about, but I'm so honored that I could pass it on to Mac and Frank.
I'm gonna tell you
because
this, brother. I'm gonna give you your flowers because you do good work. Cause man,
yeah. So the thing is,
man,
it was
Frank
a whole
grow good
hidden
too,
culture.
talking that shit. But my first grow, Frank bought him a little tent. Frank had the tent in the bedroom, like the other woman. What?
hey, right?
3
for
plants
real.
in that bad boy, and that shit
Getting them,
worked too,
yeah,
right?
getting them, yeah. It was getting. But I
Hell
mean,
yeah.
that's under
Yeah.
your tutelage though. You two cats though. You two
No.
niggas crazy. You two niggas crazy.
But the thing is, right? I wanted to shout out a real close friend of mine. I ain't gonna give him no names, but Humble Wholesale House and Garden,
Mhm.
because with him, he actually legitimized me and opened my eyes up to all the whole
Shout out to Humble
nutrient
Wholesale.
game.
Anybody watching,
You know,
look him
feel like,
up.
you know what I'm saying? And he, and he really he told me to straighten myself up and develop something for myself. You know what I'm saying? He said that's how it's gonna last for years when you actually develop stuff for yourself. And right now he's still a very dear good friend of mine. He gave me shelter when I was, going through whatever I was going through, and he blessed me with a whole bunch of that stuff. So him and his family really looked out for me. That's
Shout out.
my brother from
Sure.
another mother.
One love. Shout out.
And he always said,
Yeah.
you don't never ask for nothing. You always say I'm good. And he said, I'm gonna have to do what your mama said. This roll it up in my hand and hand to you, right? On your way out the door, you just put it in the bag and you're like, "Oh man," when you get in the car,
Put it in the bathroom or something and walk out.
That's crazy. Felicia did that shit to me the last time I was down there, and I wasn't even tripping. I ain't need no bread or nothing. I think we had. Oh, matter of fact, it was when you came down, and we was mad.
Mm-hmm.
We was mad at this nigga here.
My nigga in and out.
Why you bringing that old shit?
My
Nigga
nigga
bringing
can
the old
move.
shit, man.
I'm gone. Nigga, I'm gone.
Don't they bring up old shit?
You already know. That's how people roll. They always gotta bring up old shit.
Goddamn right. I'm petty as shit. I'm holding on to that.
Always gotta bring up old shit. It ain't nothing to let somebody bring up some old shit.
But if you
Nah,
see how
fuck
cold
that.
it
It would be one. It would be
Sam.
one thing. It would be one thing if Nick just did the drive by himself, right?
Right.
Then I could just be up here in Barstow laughing about that shit. This nigga included me, right?
If you
Took
see
me on
how
the fucking
cold
ride along
it
with
went,
me
though.
and shit, right?
Yeah,
So it's no longer, oh yeah, Nick came down here and he just stayed for a couple of minutes. It was Nick and Keith came down. What the hell?
If you see how cold he did it, Michelle, you'd understand.
Nick
You would
TK.
understand.
Right.
Nick was slick
Right.
with that one.
Right.
Nick the slick.
Left,
Nigga on that
this nigga left me at Auntie May house.
Stay after all the questions.
I come back from Kip living in the back. I come back and look in the driveway. This nigga is like standing by the car with his keys. I'm like, where you going? This nigga like, oh, we got to get going. What? Left me and Felicia standing in the driveway.
This niggas out there finna go get some food.
Right. We thought we was going. Frank was waiting for us.
Yep.
Frank.
I was a part of that story too.
Frank, you cannot go to your people's house and stay a couple of minutes.
Hey, my man was in and out. That was hilarious.
We did.
But you know what? I learned
we did 14. We did 14 minutes at Auntie Murph's and 8 minutes at Auntie May's.
Okay.
And
Ooh,
four that
y'all
was
got talking about bad.
Quick 22 minutes.
Man, who you telling? Right? Who you telling?
But you know
Y'all
what?
got talking about
look,
bad.
the thing that came out of that, right? So look, So the thing is,
Oh, but this is what I was saying before you go there, Nick.
In perspective,
before you go there,
I
was gonna say that about the money shit, right? So when I go back to Felicia's house, we eat whatever, and then I'm about to bounce back up here. And she walked to my car right when I'm unlocking the door, open up the door. I see her fiddling on the side of the door. I'm thinking she's looking for something. And kissed me goodbye. And I'm on the freeway. I look, she didn't put some bread up under the thing. She don't tell me nothing, right?
No, of course
she know I ain't gonna take it.
Yeah, we gonna slide the bread up under you, right?
But yeah, that's how they do it. That's how they do it.
Slide that motherfucker up under your front door, Matt, right quick. Nigga. I think somebody left something under your doormat. You might want to check.
Right.
Yeah.
You ain't heard it.
But look, the story that she still don't let it
They
down.
so clutch.
I got
it right. Gotta love
my
family,
people,
man. Gotta
I
love
really
family,
love
bro.
my sister. My sister look out for me like I'm her little brother. Shit.
Hey,
Gotta love.
Gotta love family.
I could never live this down, right? So what was that? That was 90. What's that? 98, right? Matt came home, right? I got blamed for everything the boy did till he got the Steel Magnolia, right? The Cadillac with the fed up top, right? So got him to get back on the Ribby because I came with the Ribby, right? With the smoke. Cause
Sylvia.
You got blamed for everything he did, though.
So the thing is, right? It's like, look, new. My brother came home. He was all good, hair all long, working at the cafe. You come down here, y'all got on gold glasses in the Cadillac, all this other stuff. But yeah, it was. I was like, oh my goodness, Alicia, was it? I left and came back to visit, and here you go. So yeah.
See, he always get blamed, but he get blamed because he was there. So
Right.
What really happened, right? What really happened was I got out in 98, and then it was a whole year. I didn't do shit. Like when I was saying that we was helping to grow the weed and all that, I didn't smoke. Right? I just was around this shit learning, right? But I didn't smoke. So a year later, my mom passed away, right? Nick had already kind of been on me because Nick had came down one time before, stayed for a few months, left, and now he was back, right? So this was like right after the funeral, maybe a week or so after the funeral, and it was me, him, and Lil Keith drove all the way out to fucking to Camarillo, out to fucking Ventura County to go to the outlets, to the Nike store, because they had the fresh Tiger Woods shit. And I had like $1,000 I was just gonna spend on a bunch of Tiger Woods shit, right? Fixing to bring Tiger Woods shit to the hood. That's how I was. This nigga here, and my son, my oldest son, Keefe was, I think he might have been 18 at the time or 17, right around 18. He was right around grown. But this nigga smoked, right? Live with me, you know what I'm saying? Nigga, just don't smoke around me, nigga, because I don't smoke, right? So we fixing to get out the car, and this nigga Nick is trying to tell me, go ahead on in the store, we'll catch up with you. And I'm like, nigga, you ain't because you don't shit, nigga, to smoke with this nigga. You know, matter of fact, give me the blunt, right? So I lit the blunt, hit the shit a couple of times, passed it, damn near choked,
right there.
Walked away, left them niggas out there to smoke the blunt. I go in the fucking Nike store. By the time these niggas get in there, I'm just stuck in front of 1,000 Tiger Woods shirts. You
can't decide shit.
Wow.
You can't pick nothing.
Mess up your whole day.
The store.
Blow.
Mess up your whole day.
I've been back on since that day.
It hypnotized them.
Hey, Tiger,
right in the middle of the Tiger Woods.
Right in the middle.
Yeah. He was in the store. Look,
bring him back.
About a good, right? He up in the store like, I don't know, man.
Bring him back.
He was like, I don't know. I was like, you all right? He was like, I said, I could drive back. Nah, I got it. I was like, nah.
I ain't even know this about Tiger. Now I feel like my nigga, because he brought my nigga back. So everybody, Big ups, Tiger. Anything you got, go give him a thumbs up and a like. Go buy a hat, fucking t-shirt, thumb. Nigga, he is one of us. Nigga, fuck that.
But you know what? And the thing, look. So I came back and he was all hamper-tampered out. He had hamper-tamper boxes full of everything with the little card. I was like, oh.
That was the shit, though. The hammers was the shit, though.
But then it was my birthday.
He said it was my birthday.
Concert, and I'm trying to tell you, that was like the best.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that was the Roots concert. Me, T-Mac, and him. Man, I'm trying to tell you. That was the birthday of all birthdays, right?
Them niggas came out, and the lights went off. And then you heard somebody on the mic say, "Who got a blunt? Who in here smoking a blunt? Fire that shit up." And by the time the Roots finished the first song and the lights was all the way up, because we was kind of like by the tables at first, right, with Terry, like sitting in like a little booth. That whole fucking, it was just a cloud of smoke over the whole crowd that was out standing up on the dance floor.
In the mountains. Who's shooting in the mountains?
Somebody out there dumping. That's how I say, get shaky right here sometime.
Who's phone ringing?
That's mine.
For real. All right.
I'm about to say, name mine. I only got one.
No, but yeah. So the thing was, that was a night.
We left that nigga Terry at
we got blowed that.
We left Terry at the table. We was like, "Hey, we going down there, partner."
Yeah.
We was down in the middle of all the smoke. God damn it. Huh?
I don't know what happened. I was smoking, and I ended up going to the top. Some lady brought me up there. Some woman that probably thought I was handsome or something brought me to the top. I was up on the top balcony doing my thing. Then the hall girl that was serving the liquor kept on bringing me drinks anyway. So I don't know. Yeah, it was really good. Yeah, it was. So I said it like this, right? So fast forward to right now. Like I said, Shell, I'm happy that all those years of stuff being kind of hitting away, like they bringing it to the forefront. Skybox Organic all the way. You know what I'm saying?
Where my hat?
Cooking it all up. Oh yeah, see, now I need to get a starter hat and a new
Organic.
I don't have my Skybox.
It's about to crack,
and I can't even represent.
There you go. There you go.
Motherfuckers got the windshield on Rocket, but we got one in the house.
There you go.
Skybox.
Shout out to Skybox Organic.
Boom.
Yeah. Official of
uplifting your outlook around this bitch.
I like this
official conversation.
Uplifting your outlook.
Hey, Skybox Organic. That's what we do.
He say uplifting your outlook.
Uplifting your outlook.
Yeah, boy, you got to see it from the Skybox. You know what I'm saying? You got to see it from up here. We up here with ours.
Yeah.
Skybox.
Creme de la creme. You know what I'm talking
about? And that's the way it is. So
I'm working on French.
I wish I could have a gift pack. I wish I could have a gift pack for everybody can indulge in some of that right there. It's quite a event. Settle the soul a little bit.
I'm still waiting for you to shoot me my sample pack, my sample box, my mystery tackle box.
My boy Freeze in the building.
What up, Freeze?
Super villain extraordinaire in the building. Yes, sir. My boy.
Uplifting your outlook.
Ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
It's a whole lifestyle, Shell. It's a whole lifestyle that we it wasn't.
We really be pushing that organic shit. Like for real.
I see that,
man.
Yeah.
God,
it's so much fucking. It's so much
HMO.
None of that shit.
None of that shit. Genetic.
That's why I said. And the thing is, like I said, and I actually, what I learned, they learned. So it could be information for the day, right? I will call Mac and say, "Hey, take a look at this." And like it all started.
We used to argue. This nigga trying to give me some information. I would argue. Hey, me and this nigga's relationship, if you was a fly on the wall, you would really see the old nigga, young nigga dynamic at work, right? Because I really be thinking I know what the fuck I'm talking about. But this nigga is actually doing this shit for a living, right? and telling me what he, no, nigga, it's the whoopty whoop whoop whoop. Then I go look some shit up and look, I'll never tell him, yeah, I was wrong. I just continue the conversation as though we both knew what the right answer was from the beginning any fucking way.
Yeah, as if y'all been agreeing upon it.
And that's the main part about it.
When we talked about cannabis in the black community, y'all need to go back and look at the views. We had so many views on that one because, and I attribute it to Nick because Nick was just like so. He knew his shit. He was on it.
Yes,
he was. I was asking questions people like me who didn't know it, and people that was listening that wanted to know. But Nick was on it. He was professional. You could tell he was part of the production, and it was like a really informative program. Everybody say, boy, Nick was professional.
Boy, know what he's talking about. Know what he's talking about without a fucking doubt.
Allegedly.
No, allegedly my ass.
My ass, right.
Yeah.
Allegedly
And
my
he was
man.
And he was so serious the whole time. He was like so serious with it.
The funny part about the whole Skybox organic shit to me is that, okay, well, just like take like what Frank generally says, but it's all of us in the conversation now, right? So he's kind of inclusive. But generally, Frank be like, yeah, my boy K-Mac, he got the hell of a thumb, right? Because, you know, I have to say that we've been doing some fucking dynamic shit up around here, right? But the thing about it is that
should have been on the waiting list because I had niggas waiting outside my goddamn door for it. Yeah.
Yeah. It's definitely top quality results, right? But the method comes from this nigga. You know what I'm saying? This nigga arguing with me, trying to fucking tell me what actually works. And in a couple of different occasions, we came up with compromise solutions that ended up fucking working like a son of a bitch. Like we argued for a long ass time about nutrients because this nigga was going with what works for him. This nigga was part of a whole scenario, you know what I'm saying, where he was developing, you know, whole seed propagation and some more shit. So he was like pumping a particular product. And I was like, let me do the science. Let me do the math. And then I do the math and be like, yeah, but like this shit right here got everything we need. We don't got to be breaking this shit down in no part. Let's just try it like this and see what happened. And we looked up and we had 7-foot plants inside. I had to tie the plants down to the wall. We never changed the formula since then. We ain't changed shit.
It don't supposed to exist. Like literally,
my man had to tie plants down to his brothering. Nigga. Like you got to help bear the weight of this, nigga.
That shit was crazy.
Yeah, and it don't supposed to exist inside at all. You know, and
then, like I said, when
we
did the outside shit, we did a grow off with 2 different strains, the Animaniac, the Nick shit, and then we had what you call a bag seed plant, right? So I was smoking some weed, had fucking seeds in the weed. I grew the plants. The plants was 6.5 fucking feet tall, right? Big ass fucking plants, right? We called them King's Kush.
King's Kush.
So we had to grow off.
If you had 8 of them, they take over your living room.
Yeah, that shit was so fucking big and tall.
But the
Animaniac,
it was
Animaniac. But the shit that Nick shit was those plants that I'm sitting in front of. That shit grew so big that the buds outgrew the water leaves. Right, the water leaves usually hang off the plants and shit. Right. Nah, you see the fucking plants. You can't even see no leaves on it. It's just all big ass buds the size of Nerf footballs. Like
and
50
nowhere near done.
in one plant.
Do.
That shit was fucking ridiculous.
So,
and Nick used to just be like, I told you I made it for the sick people. You're like, nigga.
For the sick
people. But so the thing is, so this is for my people, right? So the thing is, right, all the things that you read in the books, right, you actually got to decode everything. Get down to the meat and potatoes, right? So the thing is, your dirt, your water, right? All that other stuff that you think that's going to be a miracle or how it turned out, no, sit down, pin it in. Like, Matt, we got a little white a chalkboard, right? and mapped out all the stuff and wrote it down. Not saying that we have it trapped in our head, right? But it still goes back to Seaton. It still goes back to Rasta. You know what I'm saying? Terry. You know, all these other people that actually was, you know, saying, hey, this could be a viable thing. You could be, well, I said going all the way back to New Roads because we went in the backyard and got our lot food, right? So when you actually learn how to self-sustain yourself with the tools you have, you know, it actually works out, you know, and believe in it and let the universe be your guide, you know, because you can't go spend $1 million and think you're going to get $1 million result. You actually got to spend $4 million to get $1 million result. You know what I'm
Or
saying?
you
How
let
you
the
build.
universe take care of it and reap all the results. Goddamn
There you go. But the thing is, you can't bank on you think you know everything, right? Because it takes all these intricate parts to actually humble you. Because you think you the shit, right? That's why I said there's no such thing as master growers. It's people that listen and take things up, you know, and actually, and what we do it right now and talk about it. Because some people are scared to speak their mind because they think they're gonna they want to remember all the bad stuff and not the good stuff. Well, this shit is good right here, and I'll tell you what.
Indeed. Hey, indeed
Like,
that.
and the thing is, it's been blessing us for years. And it was kind of messed up because I showed up and said, "Oh, you say you went to this?"
Right. I was
Voila.
like, nigga, what? Now I gotta go learn how to use all this
everything
shit.
is covered. Oh,
The fuck?
You
I got shit.
like I want to mention, I got a truck.
No, but this nigga didn't never stop bringing shit though, right? I got shit in my. I'm so not bullshitting, right? I got shit in my storage right now. Frank know, right? I got I got shit that you would put in a warehouse, bro. Big ass fuck. I got a
fucking
fucking
COVID acting up. I'm sorry, I'm in my cataract.
look. I got an exhaust fan, big as round as a car tire, right? And big as a fucking air conditioner that I'm supposed to put on the wall and hook up to. No, nigga, I got a little one. It's this big and do the job, right? This nigga brought me some shit like this, right? I'm like, dude, I got hoods, umbrella hoods, and fucking lights. I got shit they don't even make no more. I got a box of lights, right? My light bulbs for the bloom part, right? So I run 2,000 watt high pressure sodiums. 1,000 watt high pressure sodium light bulb costs $120, right? I got a box full of them. It's like 20 of them. This nigga just, hey, here, these might work. All of them work.
All of them work.
He basically the only motherfucker he know running that wild.
I ain't look, I've been growing fucking inside since 2016. I ain't bought a light ever.
Never.
Ever. This nigga knew, this is the funniest shit, right? So they got some shit out right now, right? That is very popular in the grow community because it's like it's an insecticide, it's a sterilizer, it's a cleaner.
Frank used it all up.
So look, this shit is called Green Clean.
That's
Green Clean, right? This shit, Nick knows the motherfucker that developed the fucking product, right?
Invented
so
it.
The very first run of the product, Nick had a box of them, right? Like 24 bottles, big bottles. And I'm not talking about, okay, like if you go in the grocery store now, you will see bottles of this shit right on the counter, right? 100 bottles of it in the cute little fucking green bottle with the nice little label and the RFID. No, this shit was in white fucking like medicine squirter bottles with some computer printed label shit on it. This how old, right? We got the first run of this shit. The shit that we got, the boy had to go back and redo the formula because it was too fucking strong to get approved by the FDA, right?
Too good.
So we got the uncut shit, right?
We was cutting
this shit, 1/2 ounce, a 1/4 ounce makes a gallon.
Green soap was the shit. Mm-hmm. The shit that we had now is a whole lot more diluted.
Yeah.
Give Frank
every pest.
Look, I give Frank a fucking a jug of it so he can make him a gallon, right? Because this shit, you spray it directly on the plant, so it dries out bugs and kills bacteria and all kind of shit. This nigga Frank cleaned his whole motherfucking tent, everything. He squirted that bitch like it was fucking Lysol.
Like that was
Frank said, I'm gonna need a little bit more of the green clean. I said, nigga, how you gonna need? He said, nigga, I've been using it. I said, nigga, you can't use it like that.
It's like that.
It was
they had no bugs for about 4 years.
Hey, but
we had enough green clean where we don't never have to buy green clean no more, right?
That shit was so nice.
This nigga decided after some shit had happened up there, fuck this. I ain't gonna try to grow no more. I give all this shit to Keith. Let this nigga do his shit. And I was like, I ain't wasting it. Shit, everywhere I am, I got grows going on. I ain't got to pay for weed no more either. Oh, thank you, baby brother.
Thank you.
Good fucking looking. Make sure I shoot you and Frank. Look, I'm glad this nigga stopped smoking because I used to shoot him and Frank some, right? Every time we harvest. Now I just got to look out for Frank and send this nigga some pictures, right? I'm good. Send this nigga some pictures.
He all right with the pictures. Shout out to the pictures.
Right.
Shout out to the pictures.
Green garden. Look, and shout out to my homeboy with the Stream Garden too, because the Michael Rising game was on tight too. That's another part of that was one of the little secret sauces. The Michael Rising. So he was developing that too. So all that plays a part into everything. Yeah, because we had big old sack. There you go, right there.
Just happen to have a bag on the table.
On deck, right there, because that's what we do.
Happen to have a bag on the table.
Just happen to have a bag on the table.
Hey, but you know what? I got it. Hey, off air though, we're gonna announce it one day. I got a cold little lick for us that we might have to get a contract with, and I tell you about it because it's one of the things that the people did never look at. It's the most simplest thing that would actually get them in the industry and carry them for the rest of their life. I'll reveal it one of these days. Y'all just gonna have to tune in.
One more thing about green clean. Just right quick. I also used that shit to sterilize my tattoo equipment. That shit was dope.
Oh, Frankie, why you doing tattoos?
Fucking hilarious.
I used to clean all my shit with that. Green clean was the shit. I'm telling you.
Because look, the right? Because the thing is, it clears mildew and everything.
Yeah,
look at that. That's ridiculous. And you plant outside, you don't have no bugs outside. That's the crazy part about it.
I would clean all my shit,
dries up all the eggs,
and just alcohol pad all that shit behind it. That's it. That's all I would do. But green clean was shit.
Mildew, mold, fungus, everything. You can spray it on flowers and pretty much consume it too in 24 hours. That's how good it is. Yeah, but so that's the one thing I just want to put the information out there right. So it's one of the things that people like really overlooking. What you think, Matt? Because I kind of let you in on it, man. You think I should give it up?
What's
right
that?
now? About the other thing I told them that when I say if people want to get into the industry, remember I said they could become air conditioning and building stuff, like actually designing like grow rooms and lights and all the rest of that stuff, like really being like an engineer on that. And remember I told you about the other thing, the one mechanism that everybody needs to be maintained. And I don't think it's nobody that's doing it like that. You remember what I told you? Okay, I'm just gonna say it because we're on the Piranha Pond. So whoever needs to go to school and learn how to be a weight calibration technician to actually calibrate.
Oh yeah, now I remember.
The industry won't move. The industry cannot move without you getting state certified scales. That's from the field to whatever. So when you become a scale technician, you're in there. I don't know if it's an 8-week class or whatever, but I'm just letting my people know. If you want to have a trade for the state or make your own business, scale technician.
Yeah, because
measurements and weight.
That does make sense because
that can go for all types of scales.
they do have a whole fucking section of the law books in California codes, weights and measures, and they have an agency that actually make sure generally they weigh trucks and shit like that, right? And freight. But yeah, you
right.
you would have to have somebody to make sure your calibrations is
But
right.
hold on though. We need to cap this conversation and figure out to give it to the people without the people taking it without us giving it to the people. Because that is a damn good goddamn idea. But you don't have too many of them. No shit.
Look at that. With the Converse on California Love.
A school,
now, that one right there,
or
that's
something.
a picture of a century.
Right. Right.
You know what I'm saying? So that right there. Mac,
yeah,
that
but
was
I feel you
the
though.
one
That's damn good. Yeah. Yeah.
You always learn something interesting with the piranhas, y'all.
Hey
Yes,
man,
indeed.
god damn it. Because that's a damn
Oh
good
yeah, shit. I'll put this up. I just
Weights
wanted
and
to show
measures.
you. This is one plant.
Yeah, that's one plant, man. One.
Right before I cut it down.
That's the one plant. Yeah, that sucker, man.
That is that right there, and I
that.
lost the fucking strain too. That is the signature strain for the company. That is Sky Lotus.
Sky Lotus, yep. Or Sky Candy OG, whichever you
Sky Candy OG.
You know what I'm saying? Yep.
How you lost the strand?
The bottom of that motherfucker kind of look like a bonsai plant.
How you lost the strand?
I ended up moving to the lake house, and it was a break, kind of like what I'm fixing to go through right now, like a week's break between moving out and moving into the next place, and had to fucking put the plants where they wasn't getting no air, no care, no nothing, and shot just killed them off. And what killed, and at that time, I only had one mother of the Sky left. I just did a run of them and saved one mother, and the motherfucking died off. Actually, I had to just bloom it.
Hey, the Sky Candy was all the lotuses.
So, and that's why I said what people. Yeah. Look, I was trying to, and I just recently did some research. So the pink lotus, although it wasn't big or anything, that color and everything, but it's making a comeback.
That's that
I think
plant.
they mixed it with something else.
That plant that had people wait, nigga.
They still be talking shit about that.
Many people have ever seen. And I grew that motherfucker. Yeah. Boy, I'm telling you, it had people.
Frank's sister was talking. She was telling her homegirl about a week ago or something. She's like, these niggas grew some pink weed. She was like, girl, I had some pink. She's like, nah, not no purple weed. This shit was pink.
Nigga, yeah. Right.
Shit was pink. Literally pink weed.
Pinky was the shit. Hey, Pinky had people.
It's for the sick people. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Woo! And so and the thing is, right, I'm not finished, right? Because I want to say that I'm not sure where it's at. I'm going to have to look through it. But I got some more. I think I have like 4 seeds of the one I mixed with Big Bud. I don't know if you got that other one left with that throwback Big Bud. But I think it was lemon in Big Bud or something skunk in Big Bud. So I got to find that one.
That sounds interesting.
And that right there, that'll put you to sleep. Although they don't have what you call it on TV no more, that little white fuzz, the white noise at night.
The king.
You go to King Kush.
The king. All hell's the king.
Hey, one of these days.
We should have put the disclaimer up today. We should have put the disclaimer up today.
Yet, huh?
Gotcha.
I said, did Louisiana legalize cannabis yet?
No, it's not. It's not legal, but I think that you can't, like, just like a misdemeanor if you get caught or something like that. It's not anything, but it's not. The state is not legal.
Oh, Louisiana got to get in
one day.
Get in and quit playing. Get in on some of this revenue.
I'm not going to even give up
revenue.
I'm not going to even give up my name down there, but I want to develop a strand from Louisiana alone. Because it's close to the equator, and I got something for that too.
That's the pink lotus right there.
Oh, that's the pink?
Yeah.
It's the young Tuscadero.
You got to get in there on her. Yeah, the pinky was pink.
It's dark, so you can't really see how pink it is. It's kind of dark.
Nah, you got to hit
it with the light.
I wish I had pictures of the pig. Because people,
it's
people
disclaimer
are
all the
amazing,
way.
especially like when you're breaking it down. Oh man, and it wasn't never really fully cured because we was just knocking it down.
Yes, indeed.
Y'all didn't care. I was like, man, I'll put that in the jar. But now this is.
Hey, good job. You strong.
Statues.
You know what I'm saying? But then the thing is, right? So I think right now, since we got all the information now, that once we get a sustainable spot and we actually y'all actually go ahead and make, along with the Piranha Pond and you know what I'm saying, Skybox Organic, all our merchandise and all the rest of that stuff, and ladies putting the Skybox Organics on their nails and all
Grow
the
the
rest of that stuff,
brand,
little gels or
goddammit.
whatever. We gonna be all
Grow
over that business.
the brand.
You know what I'm saying? I'm shooting for the Staples Center. You know what I'm saying?
Grow the brand.
And the Jazz Fest in
That's
New
the
Orleans.
key.
That's what I'm talking about.
The
On a
key
barbecue pit, all
is
the
to
rest of
uplift
everything.
everyone's outlook.
I'm talking about marijuana barbecue sauce. Everybody arthritis, you gonna feel good sitting
Gotta
there.
get the people
No
that
matter
go flavor in the chicken.
you know what I'm saying? The chicken gonna be it's gonna be some Cajun chicken cuts over there. Cajun sauce on the barbecue wings. Organic to make you fly, baby.
Oh, here you go. Here you go. Here you
For
go.
real.
Here you go. Here you go. Here you
Oh,
go.
there we go.
There you go. There you go.
Oh, pinking.
Yeah, that's
That's that Tuscadero
That's
there,
Pinky.
baby. That would be her.
Yeah.
Look, don't be blushing, Shell. One of these days.
Oh God!
Y'all, all this is alleged. We didn't put the
Alleged.
disclaimer up today.
Hey man, we in California, man. This is
All of it's alleged.
Alleged.
Dude.
Alleged.
Our shit is legal.
Disclaimer up today.
Yeah, we can do
Alleged.
this.
He got these pictures from a reliable source, even though he is indie. Not really. It's a dude that looks like him. It's not really Kingfish Mac.
Yeah, exactly.
Alleged. He looked just like him, but it really wasn't him in these pictures. But
all copyright infringement.
He got a dude that looks like him.
Yeah, all day Skybox Organic is allegedly copyrighted by all of us, all four of us. So that's
That's that green clean. They asked for scrub clean for sure. Goddammit.
You say scrub clean because the green clean.
When you said let's clean house today, you really meant that it was gonna be clean.
For real.
Oh yeah. Yeah, Frank.
Yes, sir.
That was Frank used up in 3 weeks. That'll take 10 years to use up the whole thing. Because look, the
way he hit me with it though was crazy, right? Because we was just talking about some nothing ass type shit, right? And we was about to get off the phone. He was like, "Oh yeah, I'm gonna need a little bit more of that green clean, man. Yeah, that clean, man. That was." And I was like, "What?"
I was sterilizing tattoo equipment, man. That shit was good. That shit had my chromes looking chrome, my stainless looking stainless. You know what I'm saying?
Get the measurements again. How much you needed to a gallon of water?
Just a quarter ounce.
Wait, a quarter ounce.
I gave this nigga a whole bottle, right? I'm like, damn, nigga.
And my measurements were slightly off. Smoke a lot of weed. But I'm just saying.
A quarter ounce to a gallon of water.
Look, in the spray bottle was up here. He said, "Nikki, Frank's over there going crazy with the green clean." I was like, "What do you mean?" He said, "The boy already used up all of it." He said he's gonna need some more before he run out this week. I was like, "What are you talking about?" He was like, "Yes." I was like, "Do he know?" Do he know? Uncut. I got right out of the thing. The first one actually had. I bought a glass brown bottle, an amber bottle, with just a piece of like green clean written on the thing with tape over it.
He said, "Do
you know
he know?"
And I was like, "Frank, you don't use like that." I said a drop.
That was like turning me on a sliced bread. I'm telling you,
3 months.
I use that shit to
in a concentrated form.
If I had
that nigga had the new Lysol. That nigga was like, it's green and it cleans.
Come through in the pandemic when everybody was trying to buy all the Lysol.
That nigga would have been microbanding green clean like a big dog. Right?
No. Hey,
a nigga would have
They
been
hit the doorknobs and everything.
You could have brought a nigga that got hit with a car to my house, and I'd probably hit
You
him with a
done cleaned his ass right on up.
Yeah. But the thing is, right?
He
Because
out here cleaning
now
up
this-
crime scenes. Ain't no trace.
yeah, for real.
Ain't no
You won't find
trace.
nothing.
Hey, that shit was good
all
though.
all the stuff out of everything, right? No, but the thing is, right? He literally, you know those insect spray, hustle spray. He could literally put 2 caps into that 5-gallon stuff, right? And hustle
That shit was
spray
good as
his
fuck.
whole everything
I had
around the house.
the lake house had like a little. The lake house had like a little overhang over the back, right? But it was made out of wood and it was old. It had spiders, right? So I used to always have to spray for spiders and shit, right? Well, in the middle of the fucking summer, of course, them bitches shoot a web to the plants. We had 50 plants in the backyard. So I would go in the backyard and look at the plants, be pruning and shit, and be like, a whole spider web, not a spider mite, but a real spider. Man, I hit them motherfuckers with that green clean. And you would see the spider fall off the plant. And later on that day, that motherfucker would be like a fucking about to disappear. That motherfucker would be dried the fuck out.
The fuck up.
Whole inside dried out. That shit was dope as fuck.
Green clean was the shit. I'm telling you.
You still got some more though, so it's all good.
No, not for me.
Yeah,
Don't give it to Frank.
That's the story.
Don't give it to Frank.
Ruin the company.
You trying to preserve it? Don't give it to Frank.
Had to give that.
No.
Had to give it to Frank already made in the spray bottle.
Yeah. Everything in his
Already
house gonna be
fucking
clean.
mixed with instructions.
He be at
Like,
your door
nigga,
at
don't
midnight
use
talking
that on this, nigga.
Don't use it on the key.
Look, he's like, hey, in the morning, I'm gonna wake up at 3 o'clock. Hey, Mac, I'm coming over there at 12 o'clock. I need some green clean, man. Just a little bit. Just a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Already
That
made up.
shit's fucking hilarious.
He said, shaking the car.
We better with the green clean.
Yeah, but the thing is, right? So
Shit, while we
kind of
bullshitting, shout out to Frank too, because Frank, all that shit that was in Frank's tent is in my room right now.
Oh yeah, it's
being
all
used,
part of the
goddamn it.
There we go.
It's all a part of the conglomerate. It became
Goddamn
assimilated, nigga, like the board, nigga.
Yeah.
All right, y'all. We done gave these people over 2.5 hours. We gotta bring this in.
I don't know. Before my turkeys, y'all know I was with that, goddamn it.
See, y'all got it started. Saturday, it's the fun day. I love you guys. You know, I'm gonna get up here and go catch the sunshine a little bit. Walk outside.
Yeah, I'm glad. I'm kind of glad y'all
Kool-Aid.
saved me from that LA trip. I might have went and fucked my little 200 off. I sure was going down there to play in the tournament.
For all my
You better take me for the October.
180.
All right, love you guys.
Love you too, man. Be good, be safe.
All right.
Talk some more about building this other thing.
Okay. I want to thank everybody for joining us on a Saturday afternoon. Bye. Who's that, Trey? That's Trey.
Almost made it kid free. Almost.
It's my guy. Shit. Thanks everybody for joining us on the live YouTube and Facebook, especially the YouTubers. Like, share, subscribe. Click the notification bell. Now you want to put a shit on. The shit just barely got charged up. All of a sudden,
gotta hit a sign out.
I want to thank the Piranhas for getting me back up and on a Saturday afternoon. Otherwise, my ass would have been on some whole other shit. So shout out to y'all. We have been live from the Piranha Pond mid Saturday afternoon, and now